Hey y'all, welcome to our Harlem recap finale. Lord Jesus, it's already coming to an end. I have a special guest, my boss baby, because her daddy ain't home yet. And child, the list go on, honey. So listen, we're gonna give folks a chance to join. Hopefully somebody join. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, that's so funny, huh? Girl. So, yes, but while we let people join, of course, we have to talk about Super Bowl. Before I get into that, let me bring in my girls. I'm gonna start off with the one and only Erica Savage, founder of the Reefer and Brain podcast, the wellness community, and she has a masterclass that you can sign up for on evolvesavvy.com. Erica Savage, how you doing, girlfriend?
Hey, sis, so happy to be here and so excited that I have an opportunity to chat with my girl, BB, honey.
I
Facebook
know
Live.
you were keeping her company while we were getting the technical stuff set up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you, sis. And then we have my other girl, the one and only. She is autographed by Ash, serving your mobile notary needs. Ashley, how you doing?
Hey y'all, what's up? Hi, Nina. You joining us today, girl? Oh, she's like, mommy, I need this. Okay. What's up, everyone? How is everyone doing?
Yes. So we have Don P and S. Murphy who signed up for your masterclass.
Honey, thank you,
Yeah.
honey. I'm so happy and excited.
I'm excited for it. It starts on February 16th. And so we
Yep.
are going to learn some new stuff, some tools to deal with the chaos. Ain't that right? Speaking of chaos, exhibit A
Exhibit A.
right here.
No.
But that's part of what the tools we're going to get because you're going to help us working moms figure out how to
Mhm.
creativity through the chaos. Ain't that right, Erica?
Exactly. And then you can also pass them along to the babies as well. I remember a while back when you sent me a picture of BB in the grass, honey, grounding herself. So these would be some things that perhaps you could share with her as you are yourself learning techniques to say, and this is something that you can do to help yourself as well. So
Mhm.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah.
So listen. Okay, let me compete with her for this microphone because she done figured out the mute button on the microphone. So let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl before we get into Harlem because I know everybody want to talk about the Super Bowl. So Erica, how did you rate the Super Bowl and or the Super Bowl performance at the halftime?
okay, so I did not, y'all, watch the Super Bowl at all. It wasn't because of anything political. It was just that I went to bed, honey, so I was not watching the Super Bowl.
Okay.
But I did have opportunity to watch specifically the halftime show, which was a communique, honey, directly,
Period.
honey, to the country and to the people. So I am so excited that Kendrick, as he introduced
Hmm.
many people into the revolution being televised, that you picked the wrong time, but you had the right guy. It
Period.
was a symphony. It was outstanding. Those 13 minutes were something that I watched over and over again. So,
Hmm.
yeah, you had already dined it. I'm gonna say this. Got to give Reese, her flowers. Reese had already done it. The K Dot Bowl. She had
Yeah.
already said the
Period.
West Coast was standing up.
Yeah.
Was already riding high for the West Coast. So yeah, West Coast came through and really tore it down. So shout out to the Eagles. The Birds absolutely flew. They did their thing. Black quarterback,
Hmm.
black fiance. And shout out to K Dot for bringing the country exactly what was needed.
Hmm.
He definitely did. Ashley, what you think?
I love me some all black everything. Okay. So that was like, black excellence was on display. It felt so good. I was fortunate enough. I went to two places to watch the Super Bowl. I went to,
Ooh, look at
a
you.
spot out here because I'm in Houston, Sunday Fun Day. So we went to a really good lounge and the energy was just, where'd she go? She left us. You still see Reese?
Yeah, I see it.
Why she off my screen?
I don't know. I still see her.
Reese, Reese.
Oh, okay then. Just keep talking. She'll come back.
Okay.
But go ahead. Talk about it,
Um,
Ashley. You went to two
no,
places.
I did, girl. That play, the first place was really cool, really chill, great halftime show. We'll get into that as a separate conversation. Left there and then went to a house party. So the energy for the football game was there. Eagles did they need to give it up to their defensive line. Their
Oh, Ashley, wait
defense,
a minute. You're a football girlie? Hold on.
you know, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay,
Not that much.
okay,
Now I'm
okay.
not over here with jerseys and all of that, but I can follow along. Let's just say that I can follow along. But their defense line, they deserve all the accolades because they came in wrecking shop. Okay, snatching that
Mm,
ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hand, then pushing him in his face to get to the ground. Like, we are not letting y'all get this. The fact that at halftime,
period.
the Chiefs, who already had back-to-back Super Bowls, had 0 points. Zero.
I'm say that number one more time,
Just
Ashley.
I'ma just go ahead and say I blame it on Travis Kelsey's outfit.
Oh,
I
wait,
blame it
what was Travis
on
Kelsey's outfit?
First of all, Travis Kelsey
girl.
needs to go somewhere and retire. I know he has had a really dismal year as far as rushing yards. Sit it on down. You got that big $100 million podcast deal. You're making General Mills commercials all over the place. Hang it up, honey. Let them cleats hang.
He just, the level of fed up that was on his face. Oh, what's up, Season? The
Hi.
level of fed up that was on Travis Kelsey's face in his post game interview. You could tell he
Right.
over that shit. He's done. Like,
Oh, we
sorry,
talking about
y'all
how
are
the
whack.
Chiefs lost.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
But if we gonna discuss this halftime show, one thing that I love about Beyonce and Kendrick, specifically them two, right, is that they make sure you get some level of Black history in they performances. Like,
Facts.
you're not just watching some, shucking and jiving up here on stage for the white man. You are learning as you're watching these performances.
Mhm.
This is Black America to us. This is what y'all telling us to do. The Uncle Sam, when I saw Samuel on that stage, I'm like, oh, we about to get a show around here. It was just so many Easter eggs in it. People are just dissecting it left and right. I mean, for me, the Super Bowl performance was a 10 out of 10, definitely. I'm here for
Mhm.
it. Hmm.
For
See
sure,
there?
for sure. Cezanne, welcome to the broadcast. We was bidding some time because I know everybody wants to talk about the Super Bowl. Before you got here. So give your thoughts. I'm gonna get my
Mhm.
thoughts and then we're gonna get to Harlem, y'all. Okay. What you think about the
Hmm.
Super Bowl?
Oh, Super Bowl was great. I was like, so obviously I went in supporting Kendrick Lamar and
Hmm.
Jalen Hurts. So I was
Come on.
definitely rooting for the Eagles. And when they just started wiping them, I mean, they was wiping the field with these motherfuckers. They wasn't letting them get
Mhm.
anywhere. I mean, it was at one
It
point
was like wop,
where
wop, 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 wop.
it was like
Yeah.
wop, wop,
Yeah.
Hey,
wop. I
hey,
was like,
hey,
this is
hey, hey.
Yeah.
amazing. And then the bar I went to just so happened to have a lot of Eagles fans. So it was a vibe, you guys. And,
Hmm.
I didn't get too drunk or anything. So I had a very productive day today. I felt like I was just radiating today, all the blackness.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt
I
very, very
felt like
proud.
a
I woke up very
champion
proud to be
today.
Black.
I felt like a
Hmm.
champion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
yeah.
are.
I felt like it was like we up Black History Month. Like we got some
Hmm.
points on the board. We got some touchdowns. We got a championship. We got MVP.
Can we touch on how fine Jalen Hurts is real quick?
Oh,
We
Uh,
can. I think we can.
I
yeah.
mean, you know what? Shout out to his girl. She is gorgeous
She's
too.
he is
beautiful.
very
We mad
Beautiful
pretty.
Black
at you,
woman.
girl. You doing a great job. You picked a good one around here. Jalen Hurts is so beautiful.
He is
Mhm.
handsome. And then I saw videos of him like at a concert. They was playing Frankie Beverly and Maze, and
It
I
was a
was like,
Frankie
he
Beverly and
Uncle
Mays tribute
Scoop.
concert.
I
And he
was
was
like,
in
he
formation with
Baby.
the
Uncle.
white.
Y'all, be very clear.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts is the he is R&B. Jaden B has been
Yes.
listening to Anita Baker. He talks about in press
Mm-hmm.
conferences. I am a sports girl, so he has
Yeah.
been talking about in press conferences that he listens to Anita Baker. And
Mhm.
the
What is
snapshot of
it?
him, or not snapshot, the video of him sitting down with the Lombardi Trophy, listening to Frankie Beverly and
Mhm.
Mays when the
Mm,
Ski Dog was
mm.
on was everything. But this is how
It
this man
was
has been. But let me tell you, like, when I tell you sports media has been giving the Eagles their behinds to kiss all season,
Oh
for
yeah,
them
Mm-hmm.
to come
Yes.
back,
Yes.
my God, for them to come back and literally give
Yeah.
them all of their words to choke on
Mm-hmm.
with this Lombardi trophy in New Orleans, black New Orleans, this was like the blackest thing that could ever happen during
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
History Month.
Yeah.
young.
yeah.
It
He's only
really felt like the
26. Ah!
Mm-hmm.
I
girl.
didn't know how old he was, but
Yes, but it really felt like it felt like they snatched the Super Bowl out the Chiefs' hands, but it also felt like the Chiefs gave it up. Y'all didn't really want this.
I have
Eagles came
never
in
They
starving.
didn't have a good
They were
said.
season.
starving for it.
The Chiefs
Yeah.
did not have a good season. They've been winning.
Mm-mm.
They have not been winning even by 1 or 2 possessions. They've been winning by 2 or 3 points. So they've not had a stellar
Are we gonna
season
say
at
this is an
all.
example of DEI? Are we ready to say
Oh
that?
yeah.
well, Trump
Being a
already
quarterback
said
is
that the Chiefs lost because of DEI, but I'm confused because that would have mean because they had a lot more DEI on the Eagles side, and he's anti DEI, so I don't know, but yeah.
Trump don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck he's saying half the time.
He just says shit that's racist and hope
He
that
just
somebody
say
will be
shit.
like, yeah.
I
Yeah.
Well,
bet
yeah,
I bet Mahomes was like DEI. I'm not black.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
And
sorry.
we don't claim them.
I felt
Mahomes
bad for the
definitely right.
biracials though, because the biracials were disowned in every mention. And look, I'm not a person that disowns the biracial. So I saw one chick and I love what she said. She said, when you're biracial but not cry racial. So she was a good sport about all the biracial slander
Yeah,
that's been
yeah.
going
Great
on. You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
poet.
golly, yesterday
Mm,
was the day to
Aubrey.
just take it to the
I
chin.
Yeah, they
know.
took some
I
L's
know.
yesterday because then people was
Yeah.
like real black. It was real black. I was like, but you know what? At the end of the day, I felt like it was like Kendrick versus Drake. Kendrick was the
Yeah.
Eagles, was Jalen. Drake was
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, MAGA girlfriend, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
I
Kendrick
bet.
lived. K-Dot
Yeah.
lived.
Matt Mahomes went home and had some fried chicken.
Fried
Fried
chicken and
chicken.
watermelon with his bony white wife, and maybe Taylor Swift joined them with her
Taylor
white.
Swift
He
looked
looked like a
miserable.
lumberjack now.
Maybe.
I feel a little bad for Taylor Swift though, because Taylor Swift is not MAGA. Taylor Swift, she cool. You know what I'm saying? She endorsed Kamala.
I don't know, man.
Donald Trump says,
Girl,
I
I
hate
don't know, Reese.
her.
I
her fan
don't
base
know.
is racist. Her fan
I
base
Her
don't
is
whole
know.
racist.
family is. Her whole
Okay.
family is. But
Her
Her
fan
fan
base
base.
and her
Her fan
friends, the
base.
people she calls her best friends, are all MAGA
Yeah.
supporters. So,
Yeah. And
yeah, if
Travis
it
Kelsey went
looked
from
like a
a
duck and quack
fade
like a duck,
to a Tennessee coal miner real quick, looking very
that's
Confederate
true.
look, very
yes,
quick this
yes,
season. So yeah,
yes,
Everybody
they
has,
can have that. Y'all can
yeah.
have
really,
that.
you feel bad for Taylor
No,
Swift.
well,
I
no, because
mean,
I don't feel like she's like MAGA. She's not MAGA. Now she's MAGA adjacent because, like y'all already pointed out. But I still feel like she stuck her neck out a lot more than a lot of people did for the election cycle, and she stood on business when she had no
Okay.
reason to. So I'm not saying she invited to the cookout, but I'm just saying I don't put her in the
Okay.
same category as Patrick Mahomes'
Yeah,
wife
okay. I can
or
say that.
Patrick Mahomes' family. Like
Yeah,
Taylor is team Chiefs because her boyfriend is there, but she not
yeah.
like team MAGA. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm not mad at her. But at the end of the day, it was a Black History movement on that.
It
So
Mhm.
was.
I wasn't really gonna watch the Super Bowl, but my husband was like, "Oh well, I can go upstairs." I was like, "No, I'll watch it because I root for Jalen." And I was just like, "Oh my god,
Mhm.
I don't want to get too excited." Because remember when I think the Falcons played the Patriots and they ended up losing and they were winning at the halftime and all of Black America was excited and shit, and then we
I
lost.
mean,
So I was like, well, not, but I'm just saying for me, I was like, okay, I don't want to get too excited because Black people want this too bad. And so I feel like it's just going to be ha, So I was like, nah, it's not over
So
to the
I
fourth
can't even
quarter.
enjoy. We so used to the other dropping that we be like, we don't even want to root for our team.
No, I was rooting, but I wasn't declaring victory. I'm not saying I wasn't rooting, I was rooting, but I wasn't gonna be like, okay, it's over. And so, but it was over. And then as far as Kendrick, like he pissed off the right people. When you have bitch asses like Stephen A. Smith and Boosie mad at Serena Crip walking and all the little blend cells talking about, oh, she like dragging out all the little Drake stands, just punching air. I felt like I feel like he angered the right people. And then the other thing on top of that, I want us to like just dispense of this whole high-minded notion that people have when they talk about, oh, when they point out, oh, they twerking, or oh, you see how such and such didn't have their ass out, you see how such and such didn't have their tits out. And it's always whenever a Black woman is doing something, it's a problem. And how there's always this so-called like, oh, we don't need all that. Ain't nobody asking for all that. But then when you have Kendrick Lamar put on a concert, basically that was full of symbolism, full of imagery, full of layers that did not have ass and tits out, which I'm team ass and tits out. I ain't got a problem with that.
I'm team ass and tits too.
No, but the people that always got something to say about ass and tits and twerking, when you see the opposite, which is what Kendrick did, oh, it's boring. Oh, we want it. Oh, it was too deep. You gotta make it. You can't make it so deep. And whenever we got the message, we just didn't like the performance on. Okay, well, which one is it? Are you bitches for the twerk and just let's shake our ass and not worry about nothing, or are you for real art? So I just want to be clear. All y'all full of shit. Y'all just like to police Black women's bodies. And
at the end of the day, fuck y'all is what we saying.
Period. Like Tanisha says, he was deliciously disrespectful, and I love that.
And for everybody that's Black that was like on that wall, you ain't making no statement. You just letting everybody know who you really are. So thank you. We now know. Thank you.
And honestly, if you ain't for us, you can go about your business. Okay, you ain't gotta have no commentary about what we doing over here with our culture, because we having a good time. Okay, the 92%. We sitting back and having a good kiki at y'all DEIs out here getting upset over some bullshit. Like Kendrick Lamar's performance. I got on the phone with my mama real quick. She said she was my mama went to a Super Bowl party last night, right?
Yes, mama.
Right. So she went to a little Super Bowl party, had fun with her friends, and she said it was one girl there that was just like so excited and all. She was just overexcited. She just, had a good time. And my mom's first reaction to it was, well, I can't really understand what he's saying. I don't know any of his music. And then by the end of the performance, my mom said, I loved it because it was us everywhere.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter. She said it felt so good just to see us everywhere on that big, massive stage. I'm like, that's what it's about. It don't matter if you get the symbolism. Just get the feeling.
Yep.
You get the feeling from it. So
absolutely.
It's 10 out of 10.
I feel like, there are people that are like, I want to give you what everybody knows. And there are people that are like, I want to give you a piece of art that's standalone. It doesn't need to take you back to something you already know. From me, a performance I've had, we're here in this moment right now. Learn you something, enjoy, turn up or don't, be stick in the mud over there, confused. Either way, if you can pick it up, cool. If you can't, that's cool too. It ain't for you. That's okay. We should be able to normalize not everything being for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of people are very confused about that concept. Like even when it comes to when people are talking about certain things, like for instance, that I do. Oh, you cuss them. Well, I'm not for you. That's okay. So keep it moving. But people seem to think that, because I'm an individual and I don't like what I see, that means that presentation should not exist in that way. And that's very delusional. And I'm glad that Kendrick kind of really made sure that was what any individual might think wasn't centered. It was about Those that get it, get it. Okay. So
Collective. It's
Absolutely.
about the
And let me say
collective.
this, like Ashley was just talking about her mom. Like my mom is a woman of faith, like she ain't into cussing and all of that kind of stuff. Like that's not her thing. However, when she actually watched the performance today and she had lunch with a friend, she was just like, Erica, the performance was outstanding. And she said, and she sat with a friend that was able to break out like what different things meant. She was like, I didn't know. She was like, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to know that it was something that was meant for us. For us,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that it was something that was speaking to us, but it was actually popping up against the country. And so for me, like this whole thing where people, particularly Black people, are making it seem as though it wasn't, it shouldn't have been. You know, honestly, shutting up is always an option. Like
Or turning your
walking
TV
out,
off.
turn the TV out.
exactly,
Turn the
You can
TV
walking
turn your
off.
off
TV
because
off.
Kendra made a whole song about it, right? Or just walking away. But to me, it's
Mm-hmm.
really the keyboard coward of it all. So I think that people feel like if they don't have anything to say, let me say something that's contrarian to the moment. You can
Yeah.
always shut up. You
Yeah.
can always shut up. So
Yeah.
shout
I'm
out to
with
my mom.
you.
I'm proud of
Ooh,
her. Yeah.
I
You ain't gotta be
know.
into hip hop to actually understand what you're actually
Yeah.
seeing.
Now it's good if you know the history of their beef. Oh, this makes it even more juicy. Because even with my mom, I told her, I was like, Mom, did you see Serena? She was like, Yes, it felt so good to see her up there. She's a goat. And I was like, No, Mom, she's a goat, but she also from Compton. She's Drake's ex that he was stalking afterwards and had so much to say. She had issues when she did the crib. I'm like, it's so many layers just to Serena being there. One piece of it, the
Mm.
street lights. They had street
Mm-hmm.
lights there. I
Oh, the
Mm-hmm.
street
mean,
lights was my favorite part.
Yeah,
yes,
I
yeah.
loved it. I loved
What
it.
y'all? What did y'all think about SZA?
I like SZA. You know,
Oh, I love her
I
performance.
love a Black woman having a moment. I just felt like
Mm-hmm.
she shined in that moment. I wasn't sure. Somebody said she was singing, and it sounded like lip singing. So, girl has amazing vocals, but I loved it. I thought it was great. You know, he could have shared that stage with anybody, but
Yeah,
he made sure that Black women were highlighted between SZA
absolutely,
and between
absolutely.
Serena, and I that's what I really loved about it. But you don't seem
Mm-hmm.
like you agree, Caesar. What's up?
No, I thought it was great.
Nah, that don't
Okay.
sound like you thought it was great.
She being PC. That's cool. That's cool. We're gonna keep it positive. Okay. So I think we got what we needed to get out as far as the Super Bowl. So
Mm-hmm.
we gotta talk about Harlem. We dressing all black because this is a funeral
Who
for
gonna do the
Harlem.
eulogy? Who doing the welcome? Who got the hymns for
I'll
our
do the
funeral?
welcome.
Okay, go ahead, Erica. Do the welcome.
Fume.
Good evening, saints. It's a blessing that we are all gathered here at the Let's Talk About It Harlem Season 3, Episode 5 and 6, Missionary um, Episcopal Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
We would just like to say that you are welcome. Your generosity is welcome. Your input
Mm-hmm.
is welcome. And
Mm-hmm.
from our pastor, Reese Colbert, our co-pastor, Ashley, and our co-pastor, Season, and our minister of music, Erica Savage, welcome.
Oh, can I be over the usher board?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could be the usher boy. You could be the
I'm the
usher
deacon.
boy.
I'm the deaconess over the usher board. Mhm.
Yeah, the one who always trying to fire somebody and
Yeah.
find somebody for being late.
Where is y'all gloves at?
Where's your
Okay, you're
gloves?
not
That
going on
skirt
my
is too
floor without them
high.
gloves.
Yes, honey. We do not
Okay.
wear pants in the church. We wear skirts. That's
We
you.
Don't
wear
get them
skirts.
fans to them babies. They gonna break the fans.
Well,
Go and take this little piece of candy for that baby. Go and take that piece of candy.
as the
Look,
pastor, I have
Ashley,
to say that Harlem, you are gone too soon. We
Mm-hmm.
wish we had more time with you, but the
Come
time
on,
that you were
Pastor.
here, you left an impact on the
Mm-hmm.
congregation.
come on,
Yes.
Antoinette.
You touched our spirit, Harlem.
Y'all are stupid.
You brought us joy, Harlem.
Hallelujah.
You made us feel seen and affirmed
Sing,
and like
Lord,
strong black woman, Harlem.
Pastor.
You gave
Yes.
us hope, Harlem.
Hope, Lord. Hope,
Woo,
Lord. Hope,
in these
Lord.
dark times when we needed to get away from the world, Harlem,
Come
you
on.
came through in the
You
clutch
came
of
through
us.
it. You had
Lord.
drugs up the booty. Yes,
You
Lord.
gave us drugs in the booty, Harlem, and you made us laugh, Harlem, and you made
My
us
Lord.
cry, Harlem, and you made us want to slap you, Harlem.
Yes,
Through
Lord.
and through, Harlem, you
Oh,
gave us something to
yeah.
think about,
Woo!
something to
Hallelujah.
feel.
Oh, something
Hallelujah.
And
going
that's
up
why,
yonder.
Harlem,
Going up yonder
woo!
to be with my
Oh my
Lord.
Yes,
God.
Lord.
Oh
Yes,
my
Lord. Yes,
Oh,
God.
Lord. Your presence
yes.
is not in vain. Your living was not in vain. So we are here to salute you, Harlem, one last time.
One
Hallelujah.
last time.
My
All
God.
Ooh, okay, Pastor.
right. And
Woo.
Whew.
sing, and sing.
I don't know how I made it through that. Y'all are crazy.
I know we just had to eulogize them properly because I
Yes,
don't know if anybody else gonna do it like that because we just let them know that
Well,
they
you know
touched
what?
us.
That was
they
better than the
did.
Man.
finale.
Yeah, that was good. I might put that on social media. Okay. Anywho, so
Yeah.
let's talk about the season finale. Okay, first of all, let's go
Yeah.
back. Let's go back. Okay, so we had some predictions, and we were all over the place. So that means that 50% of the predictions were correct.
I was not all over the place.
Okay,
You
okay.
was all over the place.
No. Okay. So let's start off. We're just gonna start off with how it ends. Okay. So Angie and Mike. Okay, who predicted Angie and Mike would be done though? I think everybody did. I think we all did.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Erica, what did you predict
I
they would
said
get
they would be
married?
married.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I predicted that they would not get married, but I did want them to get married. So okay. We were mostly correct on that. Okay.
And I
Mhm.
predicted he was a hater, and she was gonna get
Oh,
We're
rid of
gonna
his
get into
cat.
that. We're gonna get into that. We're just talking about how it ended. Okay. So Ty and Eva. Erica was the first one, I
yeah.
believe, to
She
predict an engagement. Did you not? She
Yes. Yeah.
did.
Yeah. She did that. She did a big one with that for sure.
Okay. So I said nothing big was gonna happen, but I didn't predict they would break up. Did somebody predict they would break up? We all
Mhm.
Well, they
agreed
had
they would get
Yeah.
together.
didn't they already
Yeah,
break up?
No,
What?
they had gotten together by by episode
4. So
4.
episode
yeah.
4, they was still kicking it.
They were still kicking it, but
Mhm.
I think at the end of episode 4, did she dip out on the mom or was that episode 5? Anyway,
Episode 4 is when she left the
she left.
mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is when she
That
did
was the
not
very
show
end.
up.
That's true because
Yeah.
that was the baby shower. Episode 4 was baby shower. That was
Mhm.
beautiful. Okay. So was episode 5 the baby shower? No, episode 5.
Episode 5 was the baby shower.
Okay, so
Yeah.
no, so
Episode
then
5 was the baby shower. 6 is when she had the baby.
okay, so episode 4, they were still together. Okay.
They were
Mhm.
Eva
still together.
and Ty were still together. Okay. So Erica got it right with the engagement. All right. Now we have Quinn. I felt like I predicted Quinn would be single at the end. Did anybody predict Quinn would end up with
No, I predicted she was gonna be single, that she was just gonna have her business.
Okay, so I think we all expected that that Quinn was gonna end up alone, unfortunately. But I was
Yeah.
rooting for her. And then we have Camille and Ian. Now I know I predicted that they would be together. Who else predicted
Yeah.
they would be
I
together?
said they was gonna end up together too.
Yeah, I think we all said it. We all had the same predictions with them and with Angie. We said that we
Okay.
thought they was gonna be. We was hoping old girl would have left and wasn't stupid, and they didn't have no
Yeah.
fight or nothing like that. So yeah, we was right.
I hoped and predicted they would be together. So I think I might have been in the minority of wanting them to be be
Because Ian trash. He
I
fine
did
as
not
hell.
care
Ian
about
trash, man.
Barney and
Okay.
Betty Rubble.
Okay, so now that we've gone recapped what our predictions were and what the finale was, and you guys chime in the comments what your predictions were and if you were right. Let's go back to episode 5 because I feel like the baby shower episode definitely deserves its due. So, Quinn strong arms Camille into a baby shower. And I love that sometimes, we say that we don't want something and we really do mean it, but then our friends or our family have different ideas and then it ends up being really wonderful. So Quinn, made sure along with the other ladies that Camille had a baby shower, and Ian was surprisingly very much a part of the baby shower planning. Was anybody surprised to see Ian so involved with the baby shower planning?
No. Go for it, Steven.
Because, the main thing about him that had me fucking rolling was this Burberry baby daddy shirt.
Oh yeah, they had the baby daddy. God,
that was funny.
Uniform.
Yeah, that fit on.
He was in uniform, but no, I wasn't surprised because he be acting like he Johnny on the spot, but got a whole other bitch. So it's like, no, I wasn't surprised that he wasn't trying to be front row and center for that whole thing. That wasn't surprising.
I agree.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so Quinn plans the baby shower along with Ty and Angie. Well, not so much Angie. Angie's just there for a good time, not a long time or whatever. But Camille is focused more so on this book deadline that she got to get through. Now, was this the episode where they have the discussion over the van? Over buying a van?
Yes.
Yeah,
buying minivan.
That was hilarious to me. Yeah. I was so excited.
I thought it was so interesting how they handled it was a disconnect, right? Because like Camille is carrying a baby. She has a whole life of her own, a whole ass apartment. She has her own responsibilities. She doesn't get to check in and check out. And even though Ian was super hands-on and obviously super concerned, it was very interesting.
The wrong stuff.
Yeah, and I felt like it was just interesting how they navigated kind of Camille reminding him that, like, this is more so when you want to dip it. And she didn't do it in like an accusatory or a negative way. But the reality is, like, even when it came to the car of like, who's going to find parking and all that kind of stuff, like they don't live together. So they're not in this together in the same way that it almost seems like Ian had this attitude like they were in it together equally and not that he lived across wherever the fuck with a whole ass girlfriend.
Yeah.
It was can definitely planning a life for him and a baby and Camille.
Oh, so you think that subconsciously he just kind of always knew that they would get back together and he just hadn't processed that these are different lives, or like, is that what you think?
I mean, from the way that he was talking, it was just like he's not even considering the fact that he has this whole other woman, that there's embryo involved. So it's just the conversation does exclude her and what they have happening in their very immediate lives living together in that brownstone.
Yeah. I think he compartmentalized the two. I think I don't think that he really meant to not overlap and kind of see the reality of the situation, that I do have these two women and we all need to coexist. I think he just was really focused on she having my baby, and the fact that a baby's been something that he's been wanting for a while. And now that it's here, it's with a woman that's not being your typical ghetto baby mama that they portray on TV. She's more so coming at the conversation with the communication to a certain extent, being more calmer with him and just really just like calling it out. This is what I need. This is my reality, and just kind of sticking to that. I think it's making it easier for him to compartmentalize and not really focus on the reality of like, I'm going to have this baby. I'm not going to be able to not be a mom. There's never going to be a moment. And I do hear that a lot when it comes up to the conversation of co-parenting. When it comes to the mom is always being a mom. She's always being a parent. The dad can relatively check out even when he's in the presence of the kid. He can check out because the mom got it. So with that conversation with him, I think he was just really compartmentalizing and not really thinking, oh shit, I don't live with her. Like the baby's not
Right.
physically here yet, so I really don't realize what I'm getting myself into. But real quick, I love the Burberry shirt, y'all. When I saw that shirt, I clapped. I love moments in watching TV, whether it be a black show or any other show that really does those little notches to the culture that you only would
Uh-huh.
get if you in the culture and part of the conversation. It felt like I was a part of Black Twitter. You get what I'm saying? So I love, yeah, those little things that they
Anisha
did.
called it a
Really
dad
enjoyed it.
blouse.
Yeah, the baby daddy shower shirt
Yeah,
for sure, for sure.
yes.
Well, I will say in terms of like I got knocked up by my ex who got a girlfriend that lives with him. Baby
Mhm.
daddy scenarios. This is as good as it gets.
It's as good as
Because
it gets.
he had never made her feel like, bitch, you trapped me. Like, oh, I just gotta
Yeah.
do this shit. Like,
Yeah.
he was always very enthusiastic. He walked around with pride. I mean, even at the baby shower when Quinn is giving the speech, or maybe it's Camille giving the speech, and he's like, and the daddy, like, you know, like there was a lack of self-awareness, and this could be to y'all to what the point we made before, rocks for brains, immaturity, I don't know, but there was a lack of awareness of like, bruh, bruh, you cool, like you Johnny on the spot as a baby daddy, but you not, you know, it was a lack of like it just seemed like it didn't click to him. This situation is kind of fucked up. Like
He was being Delulu. Like
Lulu. There we go. Boom. That's the right
like I think with him, like he really felt like he could do this. Like I can do this. I can have my baby on this over here, and then I can have my girlfriend, and then when she get pregnant, and we gonna have our baby over here. You know, like he was Delulu. But I will say this. I did enjoy their banter. I felt like he was giving more rom-com these last
Yeah.
Kind of
Like catch. Yes.
once,
I agree.
once I kind of got over, or once I felt like I'm not gonna make sense of this shit. Like this is just not gonna make sense. But they actually did have, to me, they had more chemistry in the last 2 episodes than they did all season, and it was just funny. Like when she's at Angie's. I know it's the last episode when she twerking and they all telling him to shut up. Or when at the baby shower, when they looking like, I know this bitch, I know this girlfriend ain't here. Like I just I enjoyed I enjoyed more of the comedy. The banter between those two. Cause he's slow.
Yeah. They did ex baby daddy like they did it right. Like, you know, they figured out how to do it in a way that we are like, oh God, here we go. Well, you know, like Susan, you said, if there are 2 pregnant black women, we're gonna have to fight. So they figured out, and it's a very delicate way that they managed to figure this out in a way that was like still enjoyable to watch, still believable, and that still for me made me kind of root for them. Now, how do y'all feel about? We know Ian is crazy. We know he Delulu. He is very, very Delulu. Kanisha says, I feel like Cam and the baby was a fallback plan for Ian. Like all shit is done. This is it. Let me just go on back. Okay. But I mean, the most Delulu person in all of this shit wasn't Ian or Camille. It was Portia.
Yeah, because you making that cake is
very unhinged. Are we ready to talk about that, y'all?
Let's talk about the cake anime.
And presenting the cake is really unhinged. That is real crazy.
You could not have got me in that fucking.
You wouldn't have.
Please.
First,
y'all would have had a.
Would y'all have provided the cake and not shown up? Like if he was in a situation, you had an extra. She's a baker. She had an extra cake. Would you have given up that extra cake, not taking it, but letting Ian come and pick it up and take it to the baby shower? Are y'all doing that?
Boo!
Fuck no.
Boo!
I've already made enough concessions, bitch. My cake is not going to be an additional concession. Okay. Absolutely not.
No.
Susan, you would have done it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already there. I would have said I wouldn't have delivered the cake. But I would have been like, all right, whatever. I mean, yeah, I can't really step into her shoes, but I don't. I think it's just like a man to have that request
Yeah,
in the first place and not
Yeah, it's
really think
yeah.
or
audacity.
consider
That was
how
rigid.
that
Yeah, that
other
was
person might
reality.
feel. But I wouldn't have delivered that cake. That's crazy.
Well, I
I
felt
would
Not
have
like
not
maybe
left
she
that
delivering it
cake
just
or
for
setting it
him and
up.
left it for him and walked away. That's the kind of cake I would have made for
yeah.
Ian, one for Ian.
Well,
But
she
that's
was up there
crazy.
fixing the shit. She was, but I mean, I will say
Yes.
the one petty part that I did kind of relate to her a little bit on was the fact that she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna have these girls talk shit about my
Yeah.
cake." She was like, "Bitch, if
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a cake, like if you want to see a bitch go down the slide, I'll show you, bitch, how I go down the slide." Okay, so she was like, "If I'm gonna bring the cake, I'm gonna set this bitch off," and everybody
Yeah.
did say that cake was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody said that. So at least I'm going out with a bang, bitch. Because that okay. By the time you ask me for a cake for your baby mama this season, you right, man. Okay, yes, because that's it, bitch. We done after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna go out. Here you go. You and your fucking baby in this cake can have a
And that
nice
very
life.
well may have been the final straw for her. Like, this is
I think
dumb.
it was. I actually think it
This is
was the final straw.
actually stupid. Like, like not
Yeah.
only are you asking me to do a favor for your baby mama, and now you're putting me in a position where I could get jumped, which is ridiculous. I couldn't see those
Yeah.
particular group of women
No,
taking it,
but they
but
were definitely
just
hostile.
being like, this actually is a very poor position for me to be. This is not a
It's
good position.
embarrassing. That's
This
It's
is very
embarrassing.
embarrassing. But
It's
Yeah.
who?
like,
I mean, I don't know. Everybody should be embarrassed. Like, I mean, I guess I
I
can only be so
mean,
embarrassed because we should all be embarrassed together. She's the
we
one that's not
should, but
knocked
if
up.
you standing, it's more so like I don't have to be here.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Like I don't have to be in this situation. I'm choosing to be in this situation. That's embarrassing.
that is
Camille ain't got no
embarrassing.
choice. She
That's true.
already
She was
8 months
already
pregnant.
left.
She already in a situation. She can't go back. She's stuck with him forever. You
Mm,
not. So
yeah.
I would be embarrassed standing on that stage fixing
Mhm.
this cake and he
Mhm. Me
running back
too.
and forth between me and the baby
Yeah.
mama and her raggedy ass friend standing over here talking shit about me. Y'all little musty bitches better get the fuck out of my face.
Musty.
It would just I would
First
just
of
be
all,
going in and mad
no,
because
because
my embarrassment would have taken over.
well,
That is,
see, that's where she would have fucked up because them bitches
yeah,
are successful, honey. They're not
they
messing with your
are.
raggedy
But coming
friends.
from Portia's view, she probably like, man, fuck y'all.
No, they would have been
You
every
know?
musty bitch
No, that's
ever.
true. No, you
Yeah.
gotta be like, fuck them hoes. They ain't gonna do
You
shit. I'm
gotta
right
read them
here.
bitches, even if they pretty. You gotta read them bitches, you
Yeah,
know?
you gotta be petty. You can't be like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Would that make me feel better or worse? Like, I would
It's
probably
gonna
be
make
like,
I'm
damn,
gonna get
good
on
for
the
you.
phone with y'all and we dragging them hoes, okay? We dragging them.
Yeah, yeah. But okay, so anyway, so she delivers the cake. The cake is a hit. But I think this is where Portia realizes, like, bitch. Oh,
This
because
ain't
what
for
happened
me.
was, see, what had happened was after the baby shower, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the baby shower too. I still want to return to that. Ian goes to Camille's place and he sets up the paint is already done. And then I think he ends up putting together
The crib.
the crib. He kind of
Mhm.
tries to make a pass at her a little bit, and she's like, "No, nigga, you got a girl, go be with her." Which
Nah,
I
he
thought
didn't
was
try, girl. He was going in. He shot his shot on her.
he
He was
did.
gonna fuck if he could.
Well,
Oh, we can. I was
I
gonna
have
say,
to
can we say that?
yeah. Well, I feel like I have to salute Camille and her restraint.
Yeah.
She was like, you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
This needs to be clean. Like, I don't want, okay, you do this and then you wake up and you
Hmm.
okay, let me tip back to my place, my girl. I love that she, as much as she wanted to, she's
Hmm.
like, I'm not gonna be that girl because she was that girl. She was 100% that girl when it came to Mira.
Yeah.
But she said, nah, I'm not gonna do this to myself.
Yeah, and he slid in that bed like Eddie Murphy did in Boomerang when he was going back to Halle Berry after he had been with your girl Robin Givens.
I've
So
never seen it. We can't talk about that reference because
What?
wait, during
You
Black
made me
History
almost
Month.
spit my drink out.
Girl,
What
Black
the
History
fuck
Month.
on Black History Month?
Girl,
Ashley,
what?
you finna stress me out. I'm not doing my best black
And then I'm like,
girlfriend
I need to
duty.
change the
Girl, let me
light
get
that's
my
in front of me
lashes
because I
together.
am looking
Wait.
way too light skinned. Y'all, I am not this light skinned in real life. It's the light that's flexing on me right
You're
now.
just trying to
Okay,
Yes,
deflect from the
because
fact
ma'am.
that you've never
Don't,
fucking
yeah,
seen
don't change the
Boomerang.
story.
No,
Girl, what?
you know what? I know the creator and producer of Boomerang. I'm a DM him and be like, Reggie, my homegirl has not seen Boomerang. Can you believe that? Can you please revoke her black card?
How
Okay.
he
dare
got
you
any other. I
disrespect my
probably seen
husband
some of his
brothers?
other work.
It
What
don't
up,
Have you
matter.
seen
Tito?
Baby's Kids? House Party?
Okay,
Wait,
listen,
I
y'all.
don't know her, y'all. I don't know her.
Listen. House Party. I've seen pieces of it. Okay, Bebe's Kids. That's the cartoon. Okay, we
Yes.
good with Bebe's Kids. Okay, yes,
Okay.
I've seen parts of it too.
So we don't need to take anything you say seriously when it comes to black shit because
Oh,
you need to have watched Boomerang, House Party.
See, because she's always
oh,
trying to
I can
revoke
maybe forgive you Baby's Kids, but you should at
always
least
trying to revoke my black card because I don't see black movies now.
Tiny
yes.
says snatch her.
Snatch her
Okay.
card.
Name 3 black movies that you have seen that every black person has seen.
Okay. In college season, what was that black movie we watched
I don't
freshman
know.
year?
No,
Oh,
no,
no,
no, no,
ma'am.
no.
Oh,
You
no,
have to
ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, no,
volunteer. Don't
ma'am.
ask phone a friend.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
no assists.
Okay. I've seen Color Purple.
Okay.
I've seen Minutes. Season made me watch some Minutes to Society freshman
Don't bring
year.
me in this. I don't remember that.
Okay.
You remember when you
I
made
don't
me go
remember.
with you over to those young men's house and we
I don't-
Ooh, she is a
I
married
don't
woman
remember
though.
that.
Young man's just deleted, honey. Look at you snitching because you trying to deflect.
She
So
trying
that's
to.
2.
Okay.
What's the third
And
one?
I've seen Friday.
Okay, it's Friday. Okay.
There we
But
go.
you Cali
That
girl.
part.
Every Cali person is seeing Friday. So okay.
I'll get okay. No, I've never seen that one. I won't
Ooh,
say that one.
Michelle says we should definitely watch Boomerang and recap.
Oh my God,
Like,
yes.
hold on, because this is a church service. You need to come to the altar, Ashley. You
Yeah.
need to come to
Oh,
the
God.
altar.
We need to lay
Because
hands
this
on you and pray.
Can everybody just extend a hand in the comments?
Yes.
Just put a hand emoji in the comments.
Have you seen Coming to America?
My God.
The new one?
Bitch, you ain't seen. What the? What?
Wait.
I know you fucking lying. You have not
Y'all, my
seen
head hurt. Excuse
Coming
me.
to
I need a Twix.
America.
Excuse me.
Yes. I'm just
You just
kidding.
playing.
I'm just joking, y'all. Come on, Don. Don't do me like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
I've
We
seen
about to
Coming
cancel her.
America.
We about to
I
put
don't
her on
know.
the
I
cheap
don't know.
side.
Making
Oh
me
my
sweat over
God.
here. Come on, give me my church fan. I'm sorry,
You was
y'all.
secretly rooting for the Chiefs yesterday, weren't you?
Crazy.
Reese,
Oh my
we are
God.
sisters. You know I'm black. Come on.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my
Okay,
God, this is so
you have
distressing.
seen Coming to America.
Yes, I
Jesus.
have seen it. Yes. Did I see it when it came out or when I was younger? No, I was
But that's okay if
absolutely
you've
an
seen
adult
it
when I
over the
saw
course
it.
of your life. That's okay. You
Okay,
just see
what's
it.
the job you get after you wash lettuce? When you graduate from washing lettuce, what do you move to when you work at McDonald's?
Fries.
Yes. Oh, you did see it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I'm
Murphy
in here.
also said we should do Boomerang. Okay.
Who
Let's
said
get back.
that you take my black card? Who was that? I'm going to these comments. I'm coming for y'all. What you talking about?
Okay. Let's get back to Harlem so we're not here all night. Okay, so Ian, after being rejected by Camille, who exercised a remarkable amount of restraint, goes home to Portia. Portia wakes up the next morning like on some Boomerang stuff, which Ashley would know nothing about.
Last
On
night.
some love should have brought your ass home last night, having an epiphany.
That's a song. No.
It's from the soundtrack, yes. But it was
Okay.
But see,
Ooh,
we
Ashley,
just gonna
this
have you watch the
sucks.
movie, then we're gonna revisit. Because then
I'm just gonna mute my mic at this point because clearly I can't be a part of this conversation.
So Portia has a come to Jesus moment where she realizes, like, I can't do this with you and Camille. I can't compete with this baby. And somebody said that they didn't address the embryos. They did. So Portia and her gynecologist, which is a black woman is gonna be like, okay, bitch, let's pull you to the side without him in the room. Bitch, are you sure you want to use all these embryos? Because y'all just got together. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw your eggs in one basket. So we find out that Portia did not inseminate all of her eggs with Ian's sperm. So she was like, I don't need your ass to move forward with my baby making journey. And we also find out that Ian was kind of just with her out of almost like sympathy and duty. It was like
obligation.
A reverse shotgun. Like, you normally you with the bitch that you knock up out of obligation. You don't stay with a relationship with the non-knocked up chick out of obligation. That's very weird, Ian. You had it backwards. But I mean, shouldn't she have known that though? Like, what made her think that this was anything other than Ian just feeling like I don't want to be the guy that lets Camille break up something else again?
Okay, let me put on my pick-me glasses so I can try to see what she is seeing, okay? You know, if I'm Portia and we got together, the girl wasn't pregnant, she was nowhere around. We had been dating for, I think he said they've been dating for like 2 months or something like that. 2 months. We've now fertilized these eggs where he's been saying, I want a baby, I'm ready to be a father, pushing that narrative. I could see her believing he's there because he really wants to be a father and he's just a really good guy. I could see her pick me glasses. I could see her saying that to herself to convince herself, I don't want to let this one go. He a good dude. He wouldn't leave me and my baby. He loves me. He's here with me. We've been friends this whole time. I really know him. I could see her convincing herself that this situation is going to turn out for the best for everybody. And she just going with the flow. I don't know if I think the baby shower was her final straw. I think the baby shower was maybe opened her eyes to where she started thinking about things. But I don't think she broke up with him because of the baby shower. I think if she would have stood in his face and said, I think you still love Camille, and he was like, no, I don't. I love you. She wouldn't have went nowhere. I think she would have stayed. You know, but the fact that he didn't. Yeah, I think she's convinced herself. You have to be in some level of like convincing yourself. Nobody can say anything else to you for you to get this far to where you're now delivering a baby shower cake to his baby mama's baby shower. You got to be telling yourself every night.
I'm going to put my pick me glasses on.
Okay.
I believe that the reason why she stayed is because she felt like those embryos were her insurance card. And she felt like, I'm going to let Camille get through this shit. I don't want to be pregnant at the same time as this ex bitch. I will get my embryo in after she has the baby. And then I'm the one that's going to get all this focus. She thought that she would be able to level the playing field because she already had these embryos that she can choose anytime. So if the thing that made Camille special was the fact that she was going to have his baby, well, I'm going to have his baby too. We already have embryos. So I feel like she was thinking like a pick me and as somebody to Lulu that, well, it's going to be even because we're both going to have his baby. But he's here with me. We live together. He's already rejected her. He didn't take her back when she said she was pregnant because we're going to start something. That's what I think.
No, she was totally Delulu, and he probably had her equally convinced that he would be able to be in two places at one time. And I think the reason why I feel like the baby shower was the final straw for her because it really humanized Camille. It's one thing to just see somebody as a singular person existing on this planet, but then when you go to somewhere where they got a whole tribe behind them, and this tribe actually welcomes Ian too. These people are going to have a life separate from you and your future children, and he is going to be active in it. And I think the baby shower really made her view Camille as an actual person with a life and family and friends. And Ian is a very integral part of that. He's not something that just is gonna dart in and out whenever the baby needs something. That nigga
Yeah,
want to be there. He wants to be there.
absolutely.
He has on the baby daddy uniform. He
Yeah,
wanted a cake there enough to be like, hey, can you do this for me? Like,
yeah.
girl,
Yeah.
He
But
wanted
girl.
to
let's
make it
also
special for
remember.
her.
He wanted
And
he wanted the
yeah.
baby shower to be special. He wanted it to have everything that it needs.
Yeah,
He didn't want
it
to
was
hear his
gorgeous.
baby
Can we
mama
talk
It
about
was
that?
beautiful. But wait,
That
but
was
It
I just want
was,
to
gorgeous.
but to
also
Season's
remind y'all.
point,
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
no, I was gonna say real quick, and to Season's point, like he told her last minute. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yo, I need you to be clutch in this moment.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
honestly, the lack of her being kind of an addendum to everything that's happening, I to me personally, I think is very weird. And I'm so glad I don't have any understanding around competing or for attention using children to do that. I think that to me is something that actually there needs to be help in that situation. There's something unwell with that because
yeah,
babies are cute, but they actually are fully independent humans that grow up and go and do their own thing. So
Right, right.
that part. But yeah, I just believe that for him to call her like last minute clutch, like he's asking to borrow like $50 or something like that, is
hmm
very
yeah,
That's
unhinged.
stepmama life. You want to be the stepmama here. The baby need a cake.
But
yeah,
but I
That's the
just
yeah.
want to
stepmama
remind y'all
life.
too that remember she did run into Camille at the gynecologist's office. Don't forget
Mm-hmm.
that part.
Mm,
So that happened before the baby shower, actually, where she's like, "Oh my God, you're about to pop," you know. So all of that happened, and I think it was like really
It's
real.
crazy.
Yeah, I know that's so crazy,
We took
right?
all that.
Yeah, yeah. So the bitch was a little delulu, but you know what? She found her
Absolutely.
spine. Good for her. And I don't feel
hmm
like it was really much of a loss. Like she got to walk away
Yeah,
with her egg still. Now I don't know what she's gonna do with the embryos. She might pop up. This
yeah,
is going on 6 seasons. Then she will pop up in season 6 with, hey, guess what? You have a 3-year-old. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, that's not how they chose to make her exit. They chose to make her exit with the fact that she had some eggs that she did
yeah.
not implant. So that's good for her. And she went on her merry old way. I do like that they settled all of that before the final episode, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
I like that
me
they
Mm-hmm.
too.
settled all that in the baby.
Yeah,
Well, no, because I feel like the baby shower. No, I think the baby shower episode ended with the cliffhanger of like, okay, so they settled all that before the baby, you know. So I felt like the
hmm
baby and all that stuff. But let's talk a little bit more about the baby shower, which was so beautiful. I
it
love
was
that.
gorgeous. It was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
One
It was
thing that I
gorgeous.
really, really enjoyed was the message of the baby shower that they gave was that she's not going through this alone. I know that
Mhm.
well, let me not say I know. I don't know, but I could definitely see a woman that's pregnant. She has relationship issues with the father of the child. Her having a sense of feeling lonely and feeling like she's in this by herself. So that's one thing I do admire about this show is that they show true friendship. Like that's one
Yeah.
thing
Mm-hmm,
I could say that this show does very well. They show what it really is like to have Black women fully support you and
mm-hmm,
just be there for you. Because even at the beginning, when not Camille, Quinn was trying to convince Camille, like, you got to come to the baby shower, blah, blah, blah. One thing she said that stood out was, this is not only for you. This is for everyone that is behind you. This isn't
mm-hmm.
just an event only to celebrate you. This is our opportunity to really show you that we are here to support you. And it was so unmatched when it came to all the feels. So the baby shower, I really loved it. I loved it.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Mm,
It was
mm,
so beautiful and so just elaborate. And society tells you if you're not
yeah.
married, you don't deserve nice things. You should be
Hmm.
powering somewhere. And maybe Camille internalized that a little bit. I feel like this is
Yeah.
not a traditional pregnancy, not a
Yeah.
traditional relationship. And so I think she maybe was like, I'm just focused on work, but deep down inside, she like,
Mm,
this motherfucker got a baby. I got a girlfriend he living with.
yep.
But I love that it still gave her a chance to celebrate. And I remember I was like, I was hoping it wouldn't end like I got my girls and I'm just gonna be alone with my girls. And it didn't end like that. So I was happy, but I do think there's something to be said about the power of Black women's sisterhood. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that it befuddles so many people who just
It
really,
does.
really like the idea of us being alone, because so many um men, I won't say a gender, a race, so many men don't have a brotherhood in the way that so many women
Mm-hmm.
have a sisterhood, Black women do. And so it just tickles them so
Mm-hmm.
much to think of, oh, you a single Black woman, you ain't shit, don't nobody love you, don't nobody want you, don't nobody care for you, you can't call nobody, you just bad and bitter. And I love
Mm-hmm.
that this show, regardless of the circumstances, you can still be loved and supported and uplifted and affirmed and be celebrated without the shame, because there was no
Yeah.
judgment and there was no shame.
Mhm.
I don't.
Mm-mm.
The only mention of even the daddy was really Ian. I mean, Tammy said messy when, Aunt Tammy, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, it really wasn't like a ha ha. Because a lot of times when they deal with single women being pregnant in Black shows, there's still a little dig that they try to put in there. But I
Yeah.
like that in terms of how they went about it. There wasn't that little
Yeah.
underhanded, that little backhanded
Yeah.
dig at Camille in there.
I was
Yeah,
so happy Camille
absolutely.
didn't go back and was like, begging for Ian. That part. It
Mm-hmm.
was, even when he tried to shoot his shot at her, I was really happy that she said no, because it's like, now look, you making her being a side chick along with being his baby mama. You adding on this other negative stereotype on top of it. Harlem did a very good job by being respectful to the Black woman when it comes to this type of experience. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I
and
like the way they um put a different point of view on single
Hmm.
motherhood.
Yeah,
It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't
sure.
just
yeah,
you a single mom because your baby daddy don't want you, or
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
had a one
Yeah,
night
Yeah.
stand, or you were irresponsible. Like there's a lot of different roads to being a single mom. So,
Hmm.
and it's not all bad. It's not all
Yeah. Or
detrimental.
trapping
So
somebody.
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Hmm.
Exactly that. And then along with what Season said, and really what all of us are saying in this threading of the needle, a few things, because that's why we're seeing men actually die at a much younger age, and they're dying alone as well too, not cultivating connections and having people that they're connecting with, not having a crew, not having a group. But then additionally, somebody invoked Dr. Joy DeGruy, who wrote the book Post Traumatic Slave Trauma, which is, that's not the last name of the book, but Post Traumatic Distress Syndrome, something to that effect. But which is a fantastic read. But then also that Camille and she teaches anthropology, and so she's always
Mm.
talking about different cultures and the way that they do operate. And then when you think about cultivating family, having a village is not just something that we do in terms of raising children, it's the way that we actually grow. It's not just for
Hmm.
rearing a child, it's actually good for our health.
Yeah.
Talking about loneliness being the epidemic that we're seeing across the globe. So I love that Harlem, in this sense, did ensure that those things were threaded together well. I thought
Mm-hmm.
about those things. I thought about the health and wellness and how
Hmm.
women do live longer and how Black women do thrive and do tend to have better immune systems when they are surrounded by people that look like them and they are in healthy relationships. And there's another book I'm thinking about, and it's about the science of friendship. It's a Black psychologist that wrote this book, but just very quickly, she talks about like heartbreak in friendships, and that
Mm.
those
Mm-hmm.
type of relationships, though they are not romantic relationships, are just as relationships to be grieved as are those relationships that are romantic. So seeing like the level of love that these women do have
Hmm.
for one another in the ups and the downs, for richer, for poor, you think about
Hmm.
covenant, think about marriage, like it really is there. So definitely kudos to Harlem for doing that.
Yeah. And there was no woman that was a villain. I like that.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was
Even
no
Portia
villain.
wasn't a villain. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody,
Mhm.
there was nobody sleeping with somebody, man. There was no drama, nobody hating on each other, nobody jealous of each other. I like having that
Mhm.
on my TV screen because it seems like every show has some level of black woman on black woman pettiness. And it's like
Hmm.
this show really gave it more so like us versus them. We are the collective. We are the soulmates. That's one thing Sex and the City did very well. They made them women into their own soulmates.
That's
They didn't
true.
let men be. And so it was really refreshing to see that version, but with so much blackness and beauty and just
Mhm.
intelligence to a certain extent, you know? So it definitely, I'm with y'all. It was really, I loved
And
it.
you know what I like too? This was one of the few black women shows where there wasn't a falling out with any of the main
Yeah.
characters. Because remember,
Yeah.
Girlfriends, it was a big rift eventually with Tony and Joan, and they got back together, and it was deep,
Hmm.
you know. But I'm just saying, like, and they did the same with Run the World too. Run the World, they didn't have a falling out. That was another really really great black women
Yeah.
show. Totally different, I would say, but still beautiful and what
Yeah.
they represented. But I just love the richness of Black women's experience. I mean, through this plot, we got to deal with issues of fertility, deal with issues of like, do you
Mhm.
plan your life around,
Hmm.
around a relationship's viability or not, And so even though I was like team abort mission,
Yeah.
I know. I feel bad
Yeah.
for being that way now. I'm
I
like,
feel bad, but honestly, but we didn't know what was gonna happen with them
Yeah. Yeah.
embryos. So
Um,
based on
yeah.
the information, but you know what
Yeah.
Aunt Tammy turned out, I guess we all need a toxic black auntie to tell you to keep the baby of your ex, even though he got a living girlfriend. Because bitch, you gonna
Girl.
make a comeback. You gonna make a rebound. So I
And
guess
then
you
she
just gotta.
had her old nosy tail at the baby shower. And girl, sit down. Sit down, Aunt Tammy.
Did y'all see Ian's mom?
I did not see
Been
Ian's mom because I
showing
thought he
her. I
said something
didn't
about getting
either.
Ian's mom. Ian was going to get his mom, but I don't.
mm-hmm.
I don't think they showed her and made a big deal about it. So maybe they got cut. That scene got cut. I don't know.
Have we ever seen Ian's mom? Who plays his mom?
I don't remember, but I feel like we did because
We did in the brownstone.
she apologized didn't Camille end up apologizing to Ian's mom about the wedding?
Yeah, because she popped off on Camille. So
Okay.
yeah, like
Okay.
in season 1. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So Aunt Tammy, I guess, low key she's the MVP because ultimately she told Camille, bitch, you better kick that baby. Don't go aborting these babies around here. It's
Yeah.
gonna work out.
Because I'm gonna convince Portia to go on and go about her business, girl. So you should stick around for a little
Aunt
while.
Tammy
Oh
was
my
playing the
god.
long game, bitch. She said,
Yeah.
don't abort that baby. That's a permanent decision, bitch. You can wait it out. Portia ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So
You
That's
gotta wait it
crazy.
out.
That is
okay, justice for
crazy.
Aunt Tammy. I retract all my Aunt Tammy slander because Aunt
Okay.
Tammy was looking out. Okay. But
Okay.
see, that's why don't come to me about a situation because I'm gonna be like, abort that baby. But
Yeah.
Aunt Tammy gonna be like, bitch, ah. So no, but anyway, no, but on all seriousness, it did cover the pro-choice argument as well as
Yeah.
fertility and other issues or whatever the situation may be. So I did appreciate that. I appreciate that. It was a lot of talk about fertility because even Ty had the whole egg freezing thing going on. We had embryos. We
Yeah.
had a lot of shit happening, okay, with the fertility. And we don't tend to talk about fertility in Black women shows in this
No.
kind of manner. Insecure did a horrible job of covering Black
a
motherhood
lot of
and all
stuff.
that shit.
A lot of stuff.
Yes. So, okay. So, at the end of the day, Portia comes to her senses and realizes she cannot compete
You gotta
with
go.
Burberry, baby daddy shirt, and the baby. So she exits stage left with her remaining unfertilized eggs.
Praise the Lord.
And I thought it was so cute though, how Ian was going around with that big ass hospital bag, which I don't know why he couldn't leave it in the car. Like you had a car. It wasn't like you was
Yeah.
Ubering.
You had a
But he
van
made
at
it,
that.
yeah, but he made a dramatic sense and he was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you don't want this van. I'm getting the van. We got a baby, I'm getting the van.
Yeah.
So I just thought I thought it was cute. And I just love, I know that y'all was cussing because as soon as we got off this recap last time, y'all, we went and we ended up watching it. And y'all was cussing and fussing about Ian and Camille together. But has anybody warmed up to the idea that they ended up together? Or is it still just me that's happy about it?
I
Well,
mean,
one, I like
I'm
the
glad the
go
rebels
for
got
it.
together and had their pebbles.
The
So that's
rebels.
good.
Why you let Erica go first? You know she was gonna say something about them being some rocks.
I know. Yabba
I
dabba
think I think
doo.
if you put they two IQs together, they'll be all right.
Just add, you
Yeah.
gotta add.
You
Plus
Yeah.
gotta
the
add
plus.
2 plus 2,
Yeah, it
and
was
you get a
4.
whole parent.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Well, one, I really enjoy physical comedy. I love physical, like SNL physical comedy. I love it. So to see Tyler LaPlay,
Walk
to
around with
see
that
him
bag.
run around with that bag,
He's
okay.
strong.
I was, I was
He's
like, yeah,
strong. He's
that's our
prepared.
baby daddy. Yeah, go on, Camille. He cute. We got the bag. He ready for you.
He ready.
He was
Yeah.
like, I'll pull the. So he clearly bought the minivan, right?
Yeah, he did. He
So
was like,
like
girl.
he was, I'm gonna pull the minivan up. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it, of him. Having that goofy dad sitcom. That's what it felt like. That
Yeah,
like
yeah,
goofy dad
yeah.
from a sitcom. Him running around back and forth trying to chase her. That was definitely a good way to show his eagerness for this baby coming. As far as them being together, yeah, I'm happy to see them together. Like, girl, you deserve to be able to have the family that you want and go about this, be happy with that man. I have to go out and get another, like you, I like them together. I think they absolutely should have ended up together because it was clear he still loved her. It was clear she still loved him. It was clear they was going to get back together at some point. It just
Mhm.
really, it sucks, but it's also a reality, maybe not with the embryos as far as the embryos, but it's also a reality that majority of the time somebody is going to get hurt, and it's usually another woman that's going to get hurt in this situation. So it's unfortunate that Portia had to go through that, and they get to the other side, and now have these embryos that she can't really use. She got to go where her to go through all of that. That fucking sucks. But for them to be together and this baby to be really raised in love, then yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Now I think that the one thing I'll say about Portia is, bitch, you jumped the gun with them embryos. You didn't have no engagement. You ain't had no ring. The fuck, like you had the embryos. I mean, you had the eggs. So I just didn't understand why, if you already had the eggs, you couldn't let it play out a little bit. I mean, y'all was just seeing
Yeah.
him run out away from his ex. Like, girl, that
He
was
was just popping up at his house. Like,
yes, girl.
when did y'all go do this? Before or after she popped up?
I know.
It
Let
was
me see.
very
Okay,
weird.
Michelle says the writing last episode changed my stance. I didn't want them to have a fake happily ever after, but with Portia gone, I could deal with it. Yeah, I felt like I believed that they were meant to be. Like I felt like it didn't seem like shotgun wedding. It didn't seem
Mm-hmm.
like Camille the man eater, don't give a damn about nobody. Like I felt like Ian came to the realization like he was kind of being with Portia for the wrong reasons. Portia came to the realization as well. And the people that should be together ended up together.
Yeah, I'm with Michelle. I think seeing Camille and Ian interact and the preparation for the baby, like I think seeing that definitely changed it. And then with Portia gone, it's like, all right, can y'all just fucking get it together now that this girl is gone, and like do what you have to do. Like enough is enough.
Right.
It's so stupid. And I don't really feel bad for Portia because I mean, what the fuck? What was you doing? But I think all's well that ended well. They'll make a cute little couple. Yeah, they made name baby Harlem.
That was so cute, and Harlem is so cute with her 4 or 5 month old self.
Child, that big ass baby they was holding in that damn hospital. I said, that's a damn 6-month-old baby.
That baby was where did they get this 9-month-old baby?
Where they get this big ass baby from?
Harlem
It's
was
trying to teach that baby how to
beautiful, though.
drive, and they got him wrapped up in a damn delivery blanket. That big ass baby.
That was a cute baby. That was a cute baby. But I will say I'm happy because they could have been trifling. They could have been like Camille could have been like, it's too soon, blah, blah, blah. But the bitch got information. Ian got information. We got the happily ever after. Cool. I ain't mad at it. And I did like her book came out. Ian was there with the baby and the baby care. That was beautiful. I love that. She got the man, she got the book, she got the baby. I mean, what else could you really ask for? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got Whoopi finally came to and on her friends now.
I love that Whoopi was at the baby shower. I love their character arc. Okay, so that's Camille and Ian. Beautiful. We love it for them. Okay, so that leaves Quinn and Seth. That polyamorous shit, like, okay, a season already knew. I feel like half of us knew that it was gonna be a bitch, and then the other half of us was like, no, it could be something else. And it was a girlfriend, a whole girlfriend that Seth had. And he was really trying to sell the polyamorous thing. I will say, I do appreciate Quinn at least considering it. We knew it wasn't going to happen, but I felt like she did her due diligence by being like, well, let's see what
she could have did it for a little bit.
He almost convinced me, y'all.
He was pretty convincing.
Girl, he stood in her face and said, but you will get everything that you want. I want you. You can have your baby. You can have this. And it was the fact that he was fine as hell too. Wait, what was that? Hold on. What did we just see? Why Reese lift up her middle finger?
No, I'm talking about Seth.
Oh, okay.
Fuck him and that bullshit ass shit.
I know. Oh my God. But
thank you. Yeah.
I know how I feel about Kofi.
I don't do fluids and confusion.
Fluids and confusion.
To me, what made it easy for Quinn to say no to his proposal about it was that girl was stupid as fuck. The girl,
that bitch sabotaged the situation. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
That's how you get a bitch.
Yeah, no.
You like, oh yes, girl, here's my STD panel.
I'm saying the way she was talking, like if she would have came in more seductive, if she would have came in like more convincing to Quinn, I think Quinn would have felt both ways. Yes, but the girl just came at it on some like, yeah, we do STDs and we do this and we do that, and she just was not giving like.
I mean, it was just the wrong age group. They did not understand their audience. Like, you can run up on a 25-year-old with STD results that say negative and promise them a penthouse and shit like that. I mean,
now he did have me at the penthouse.
He had me at the penthouse. I was like, well, girl, can you do it for like 2 months? See what happened.
Let's get now.
Like, if I had no got a penthouse, I would have been like, well, let me see what this is talking about. And then she did. She went and tried to meet the other girl. Mm-hmm. So we was on the same page. Yeah. I mean, the fact that because the thing is, the other girl was giving off main chick vibes. She was definitely not giving off side chick vibes. She was like, I run the show. Here's the rules. Here's the rules you're going to have to abide by. Mm-hmm. And the thing about Quinn is her sharing is one idea, but her being number two is, I don't think that's something that she would have ever gotten her mind around. So,
I feel like she would have gotten her mind around more of a firewall. I think that Seth introducing them was a fucking terrible idea because Seth sold her a fantasy. He should have came out with the polyamorous shit before the Essence fucking shit with the kids and all that other kind of bullshit. That photo shoot was not that great, but I think that he overpromised and underdelivered, and then like you can't go from Essence, we got the White House picket fence penthouse shit, whatever, to I got a bitch in Chicago who can drop everything.
Where's the white cash? Where's the birthday bag? Where's the jewelry?
If I had really been thinking, that definitely, now this is not all, but that definitely does sound like somebody who is a professional athlete. Looking at Major League Baseball players, how many games they have during the season, how many times that they're playing, how many cities that they play in a season. They have a really, really long schedule. Like camp starts like around in March, and then the World Series is like in October. They have a really, really long schedule. So if I was really like thinking about Erica, this is a professional athlete, I would have been like, you know what? That is not his daughter. That's another woman. And he got a whole other situation going on. And so
Well,
to me, it was just giving stank. You know, it
because of
was
the way she found out. You saying
say what?
because of the way she found out? I think that was if he. Okay, let me ask y'all this: if he would have came out before the Essence shoot, right? Came to her. He may have taken her to dinner. They probably already fucked the way they did. But he said, you know what? I want to let you know what my life looks like in relationships. And do you think she would have went along with it if she had the conversation first? Or do you think the fact that she was laid in bed and heard him sneaking on the phone in the bathroom, telling the bitch he loved her, that tarnished any possible chance of them really, because let's be real, polyamorous, we got Neo. Don't he got like 4 bitches right now?
Girl.
Look at Erica's face.
What?
No, let me tell you something. Quinn is if I don't know, it don't hurt me. I think that it's some bitches you gotta lie to, and I'm some bitches.
Okay.
If the other bitches doing STD panels and all that shit, I ain't got to be a part of it. You do let her handle all that and be on the side and be quiet and get her the fuck out of my face. And I had a penthouse and I'm none the wiser.
Yeah.
I'm just saying as a practical bitch. I'm not saying that I would knowingly make this decision, but if I had to be in the situation, I could just justify, like, you know what? You didn't have to tell me none of this shit. You could have just skirt your ass over, and I could live a good life and been none the wiser. Yeah. So I feel like
But I will say this: when the stylist Simone B, when her character went off, she said he is just adding another woman to his harem. She was very upfront about him having hoes and different area codes. And that was never addressed again until the phone call. So I don't think there would have been any way that I think no matter how he presented it to her, once she met the other girl and got the rundown of the rules and saw her, and again, humanize this other person. Like, this is another woman with a vagina that she goes and gets swabbed twice a month. She said she went twice a month.
I know, but and Quinn would have to do this. Quinn would have to do this. Quinn is in a rotation. So, like, she bitch, I gotta get swabbed. Like the rest of the bitches.
That's what I'm saying. Seth, he was too empty-handed. He can't. All he had was a dick in his hand. And if he in a promise of a penthouse, and now she's getting hit with all these requirements from some woman, that
put the requirements on her. Don't put the fucking requirements on me. I don't want to hear.
I agree with y'all on that for sure. She didn't come in as if she was just some regular side.
She came off like a handler. Like, I keep all the girls in check. These are the rules.
Ooh, that's true. It definitely gave concubine,
the common denominator.
Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah.
I didn't really. Okay, so Simone said that. I didn't really see it as her shooting a warning. I heard it as she was a hater.
I didn't hear it like that at all.
To me, it was like the way she came at it, how she went on live, she attacked Quinn. She really didn't attack him, like as if Quinn was just, I'm not necessarily jealous per se, but more so like, yeah, bitch, you coming for me. This is what is really going on. And, she sounded like a hater. So I didn't really tune in to her telling her like, hey, he got a grip. It didn't come off like she was shooting a shot and was warning her at all. But now that you say it, it's like, okay, maybe she was trying to warn her. Maybe she was
definitely being a hater, but you could be a hater and be telling the truth at the same time. So I feel like she was just like, hey, bitch,
just because you a hater don't mean you a liar.
Yeah, you ain't special. You was not smart. You was not important. You one of many, bitch. Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, I feel like Quinn didn't ask, Seth didn't tell.
Yeah.
He, you can't read into too much what people are doing when people be having whole ass double lives. So,
well, she did say she just wanted to have fun. So
she did.
There was this whole like kind of like in coming into the relationship and not really wanting to know about what the other person was doing because it wasn't going to be anything that was going to be feelings deep. But once she did start getting to that place, the assumption was made that this person is a monogamous practicing person. And again, not saying that this is all, but considering that he is, and I thought he was retired, but consider that he is an active Major League Baseball player. They have a lot. He's very fine. They have a long schedule, and apparently he has a lot of love to give. So I mean, like,
and they money long in the base.
Money long in baseball.
Big long, big
bang, not the little.
I can't say I would say no, y'all. I would say no.
Ashley, I'm with you. He was just too empty-handed for me.
Now you gotta come with a motherfucking retainer and shit.
Gotta come with it. Give me a car. Put a bow on it. At least a car. Something.
I know, but I would say no to being. I don't do rules for me.
Yeah, rules is
the other bitches gotta have the rules. I'm not the rules.
I'm the primary. If I'm the primary, then we shouldn't have any issues of I gotta do all X, Y, and Z to make sure I stay.
Yeah, it's no transparency for me to you, bitch.
It was not giving main chick vibes.
Yeah, it was giving like we all in the same boat. And
I'm sorry, y'all. The whole thing was stank.
It was stank. That's what I'm saying.
Like, he was. His fineness definitely threw a couple of roses on top. Okay, because he was beautiful. I'm sorry.
He's a beautiful man, but he ain't beautiful enough for all that shit. Fuck that. I'm not doing all that. Nobody's beautiful. And honestly, I don't feel like there's enough money for that. Now, is there enough money for me to be lied to? Yes. But is there enough?
Yes.
Is there so the truth and have rules and shit I gotta follow? Fuck no. My pride is not.
What Jasmine say? What's that chick that's with oh my god?
Cam. See, Cam talks too much.
You say all that before you got a millionaire coming and putting that pressure on you.
Yeah, and then he get on TV talking about he ain't got the coin that he used to have. So now
Cam Newton said that.
Yes, on the little reality TV shit. Look, we listen and we don't judge. I'm married. All this shit is just hypothetical. I'm just saying that for me, the whole idea that I'm gonna be rules and shit, I don't know. Y'all bitches have the rules. I don't have the rules. I don't give you my tests. Yeah, y'all, we have a fucking conservator or somebody who deals with the tests and shit. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's for y'all to worry about, not for me. The whole as Murphy says, the presentation was on. Yes, you coming to me like, bitch, now we doing X, Y, and Z. How the fuck am I in it? This is what y'all hoes supposed to be doing. Yeah. So nah. And the bitches get too many perks. The other bitches get too many perks too. I also wouldn't like that. No. So for me, it would be an X, but I think she did her due diligence and at least having a conversation, because I feel like just see, but just have a conversation.
I would be curious. There's no way I'm not gonna meet up.
You got nothing to lose.
I want to meet up with her because I want to see what is this life.
But she should have got something for the conversation, to your point, Season. Like, I'm just going up and we having espresso martinis and I'm considering a whole ass harem situation. Now, bitch, you needed to take me on a shopping spree, give me a Birkin, do something, give me have a Birkin full of $50,000, $100,000, whatever the situation may be, just for my consideration. So I feel like she gave her consideration up too easily.
She did.
But I'm not mad at her for having a conversation. I'm not, but I just feel like she should have gotten a little bit more in return for her consideration. Okay, so that's him. Yeah, it was thing. Okay, so now we have Ty and Eva. So Ty things are going great with Eva. Eva is pushing her professionally. She's pushing her personally, growth and all that shit. And then Ty funky ass decides to completely leave Eva and her psychologist mother hanging at dinner, but then lie and say that, the baby shower is running late. Eva wants nothing to do with Ty. She breaks it off. No fucking conversation. Ty is coming, apologizing, hat in hand. And Eva just doesn't want to do anything because of the ease with which Ty lied. I think that more than anything was a valid point. Trucking Cowboy says brain, talent, beauty, love you, enjoy you ladies' content. Stay grinding. Thank you.
We can give you $9.99.
Ooh,
Trucking $9.99.
I know that's right.
Make it rain.
I know that's right.
You said that the Cowboys, it's another year the Cowboys ain't at the Super Bowl.
What that? Now how they get in?
Now, why you instigating this trucker cowboy done just gifted us and here
you.
Leave the Cowboys out of it.
It's just, it's just a little jokey joke. That's all, Truck.
See, that's something like a person who ain't watched Boomerang.
Yeah.
Just don't know the finesse. You don't know the finesse. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and watch Boomerang.
Yeah, I promise y'all I'm black. I'm black, y'all. I have not seen Boomerang, but I'm still black. Okay.
Okay, so back to Ty and Eva. Trucker Cowboy is.
I'm so sorry.
I think you offended Trucker Cowboy. That seemed like a crying emoji. So, Lord.
We're going to send you something signed, okay?
Go Cowboys. Next year going to be our year.
Season is a Cowboys fan. Okay, so that's a mitigating factor. Okay.
Season, you're a Cowboys fan.
I am a Cowboys fan, honey.
Girl, Erica, and on purpose. She a Cowboys fan on purpose.
On purpose. Girl. I chose this life.
Baby, let me tell you, a Cowboys fan is a Cowboys fan for life.
Period.
They ride for y'all team, baby.
Yes.
Blessed Jesus.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. So Eva and Ty. So Eva's like, stand on business, girl, go to hell. And so Ty hems up Eva's mother, Jasmine Guy. No, it wasn't Jasmine Guy. It was
Robin Givens.
Speaking of Boomerang, Robin Givens.
Okay, so I love Robin Givens. Y'all are not gonna sit on this live in front of everybody to clown me. Oh my God. Okay, yes, Robin Givens was in Boomerang. I do know that. Halle Berry was in it too. And Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, yes. Eartha Kitt was in Marcus.
Yes, okay.
I don't have any panties on.
Season. That Marcus was the most perfect Marcus I've ever heard.
I know, that's my fucking movie.
Yeah, that was good. That was fucking good.
Good Marcus.
That was a good Marcus. Not that Ashley would know, but it was good. Okay. So anyway. So what did you guys think?
I'm sorry. What did you guys bullying me? So I gotta bully you. Okay, that's how hurt people. Okay,
she gotta redirect that energy. Okay, so what did you guys think about Ty and Eva's
I love Robin Givens. I love seeing her on my screen. Any show she's on, I love seeing her. She's such a great actress.
Did you watch Ambitions? Did you ever watch Ambitions? That was good. I was so mad that did not get renewed.
Yes, Ambitions was so good. No, I'm happy that she saw her and caught her in the lie right then. It wasn't like she got on the phone with her and then believed what she said.
To investigate, yeah.
Yeah, you had to find out later on, like going through a phone or something ridiculous way of finding out. I'm glad that she saw her with her own eyes and didn't even bring it up to her. Let her lie to her. You know, like, I'm going to let you hang yourself on this since you want to that's the thing. They were not in this relationship and this close because Eva asked for it. Ty has been pursuing her. Ty has been chasing her. I also think Ty has definitely been on some like, I want to be with you. I want you to move in. I want you to be here. I enjoy being around you. She putting all this on her, right? And now you have the opportunity just to come have dinner with my mom, and you not only stand us up, but you lie to me.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. It was so unnecessary.
Like, bitch, you should have lied from around the corner. How you lie like in front of the restaurant, dumbass hoe? Like, you think nobody was gonna see that shit? That was crazy.
I love that she did see it because that has been Ty's modus operandi for many, many years. And so what Eva did, not that she was trying to do that, was she made Ty really mature emotionally. She made Ty have to see herself. And then not actually, and we talked about this, in a couple of episodes ago around when we were talking about Frederick Douglass and Angie, around being the person that has to bring something out of the partner. You know what I mean? It's like, no. This is your work that you need to do. And so Ty was like, okay, I really do love Eva. This is not a fling. And if this is somebody I want to be with, number one, I have to accept who she is, fully who she is, because she's done that for me. Mm-hmm. And I also have to accept that I am a person that shies away from conflict, which we talked about. It's just the distance between 2 points. So that she called her out to let her know, no, I saw you. I was getting up to greet you for you to come and meet my mom. And not only did you run, but you lied about actually coming to the restaurant. That is unhinged, unnecessary. Goodbye, leave me alone. Yeah. So Ty was forced to do the work to actually reconcile that situation.
Yeah.
I will say though, I feel like Eva sometimes missed the cues. Cause you know Ty ain't shit low key. The bitch told you she was a red flag. She told you she left a whole motherfucking state, moved away, left behind the husband, left behind the family without having a conversation. So there's part of Eva that just felt like okay, this shit is just gonna fucking work out without recognizing that Ty's gonna fall short. So I feel like there was a part of her that maybe missed some of the cues, that maybe Ty wasn't really going to be on board, and she just kind of pushed forward because in her mind, maybe it wasn't a big deal, or she just felt like, this is what I deserve. Not to make excuses for Ty, but I feel like Ty was very clear on who she is. And I feel like you have to understand with a person like that, they're not going to do the right thing all the time. But I think where Ty fucked up is instead of just being honest and being like, I love you, I'm not ready. You know how I am about parents. Ty's not as good of a communicator. She just went along with it and then lied. I feel like if she wouldn't have lied, I think that maybe Eva would have been more understanding, because I haven't seen that Eva she is pushy, because even when they got back together, she's like, you got to talk to your parents. But I feel like she's pushy, but I feel like the lying was a bigger deal. But I also feel like Eva, she needed to pick up on some more cues and context. So I kind of have to fault her this much for some of the disconnect.
I mean, I definitely think that she has a part to play in this for sure. Because if somebody's standing in your face and say they are walking red flag, you gotta like believe some of it, right? I mean, you hearing all these things, and she's telling you how she handles previous relationships, her own family relationships, that absolutely should let you know if she ain't talking to her mama, what makes you think she gonna talk to your mama? At the same time, though, I can speak from experience, having someone that you really, really just hoping, you hope that they get it. You hope that they'll, be what they say they are to you, right? You hope that they say that they're ready. They say that they, and they make these behaviors and these moves showing that they're ready for that. You being in love with them, it really is like putting on blinders. I don't know how to say it. Everybody else can see it, but you just can't, because you see a certain piece in that person that lets you know this is really what they want, and they doing their best, so I can definitely side with Eva on that part. My thing at this point, you guys are engaged. She didn't really do nothing but talk to your mom, and have a conversation with her. And maybe because the mom is a psychologist, the mom is vouching for her and saying that she's a little bit more healed than maybe she's presenting as. I don't know. But it just seemed pretty, it seemed like it was going to go right back into a circle. Like you're telling her, you got to go talk to your parents. I had that type of conversation with my ex-husband of like, you need to make sure you're in therapy. You need to talk to your parents. And it doesn't make a difference. If they're not ready, they're just not ready. It doesn't matter what you say, who you think you are to them, what you may provide for them, or what type of safe space you may give them. If they're not ready, they're just not ready. And I did not see I would say this as a negative to the show. I did not see Ty have that breakthrough moment. Like, even when her ex-husband came back, she talked to him, but she really did not have that breakthrough moment.
Yeah, he totally backed down from her.
Yeah.
He backed down and was like, okay.
I feel like they left their storyline pretty open. Maybe they'll do a movie and it'll kind of explore it, or maybe they'll come back a few years later, do another season. But I think with Ty and Eva, they really left off that big piece of Ty's character development. It doesn't seem like it seems like it's pretty performative. Like, she wants it, but she ain't really mentally there to really take on this marriage with Eva the way she trying to present herself as.
Yeah, I agree with Ashley. I think Ty got off way too easy. That is for her to drop all them red flags and then leave Eva and her mom, like, totally stand them up like that. She just got off too easy. Like, when she met up with when she caught the mom and offered to give her a ride, Robin Givens was fucking grinning at the bitch within 30 seconds. Like, she was impressed.
Well, she got to pay them Ubers is high as fuck from Manhattan. I'm like, I'll take a ride. You got a car? Okay.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, okay, so she liked this bitch. So it was so predictable. Like, okay, she met up with the mom grinning in her face within 20 seconds. Here we go.
She on the phone and she's telling her, I really like her. Talk to her. Come on.
Yeah, but that was after a long conversation they had.
Oh, yeah.
Erica, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Me too, Erica. I feel that too.
Shut up. We can't hear you, Erica. But yeah, she just got off way too easy. And I'm just like, boo.
This is the thing. You didn't just embarrass and lie to me, right? Like, I wasn't the only one that saw you left. My mama saw you leave.
Yeah,
so like I could tell my mom, oh, mom, she's sick, or I can give my mom some excuse really quick for it. I have to sit here and now discuss the fact that you stood us both up with my mama and go through this whole embarrassment of it. Come on.
But that's even better because you ain't got to lie. So boom. You saw the bitches trifling, now we know. Erica, is your sound working? Let's see. Try it out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works.
Stop messing with her.
We can't hear you,
Erica. Stop messing with her, Ashley.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's probably your AirPods because it was working before you switched them out.
Yeah, you know what that is? That's God taking care of the usher because y'all was sitting there talking about me.
Bro, golly, we still on your head about this boomerang shit.
Yeah, come on, deaconess.
We still on your head.
What happens when you attack a child of the Lord?
OMG.
Side note, yes, trucking cowboy, you talking about you want a grill over there? You in charge of the repass.
Well, I feel like you guys are being a little harsh on Ty because because I feel like, okay, like, I mean, the thing with these sitcoms is that they make such a big deal about these big events, but I feel like relationships are more so like our day-to-day interaction. Do we get along? Do we have chemistry? Are we compatible in all these manners? As opposed to just like, this is a big thing. This is where we meet in the family and this is high stakes. And so it's like, yeah, I definitely feel like she fucked up in terms of the high stakes part of it. But I don't feel like she fucked up in terms of like their kind of relationship that they have. So I guess I'm in the minority here though. Tiny says Ty deserves all the smoke. I get it.
So you think her coming back, the reason why you think because she came back and proposed that's a big enough gesture compared to what she did?
No, I just feel like, okay, she fucked up. It is what it is. But you know what? Don't listen to me because I'm not let's have a big powwow and let's have a 3-week discussion about shit. I get over stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's just me, and that's how my husband are, and that's why we don't argue. We don't have. We just be like, okay, whatever. Move it on. But not everybody's like that. Some people need the big discussion that, well, you got to show me this. You got to show me that. Okay, then y'all need to be with people who agree with that. But I just feel like they have a good relationship overall. She dropped the ball. She apologized. She tried to make amends. The mama was satisfied. If it was all about me, the mama was satisfied. So
yeah, the mama was cool. She was like, "Oh, this pretty bitch finna give me a ride."
Yeah, I ain't gotta pay this $60 for
yeah, the mama was straight. As soon as she offered a ride to the airport, she was like, "You know what? I'm gonna hear you out."
Yeah. Erica.
No, we still that is so random.
Oh, we gotta work on Erica's sound. Erica, you gonna log out and come back in? Or you gone? Okay, she gonna log out and come back in. Okay, Erica gonna come back.
Because I feel like Erica was about to read Ty for some.
She was.
Erica has some plug for Ty. I guess I'm the little softy. I'm the little one that just.
No, I mean, when you break it down that not every couple has to hash shit out, because I'm trying to be more like that. I'm trying to be more like, you know what? Moving on.
That's how me and my husband are. We do not. I mean, first of all, will we agree on almost everything? But I just never been that kind of person. Like, oh, now we got to sit down and call into the principal office. Like me and my husband are both in relationships like that. When you get called into the principal office, well, how do you feel about that? Well, my feelings is hurt. And I'm just like, go to hell, bitch. I decided to stop apologizing because that's why, honestly, my relationship before my marriage is why I said I'm not apologizing for shit ever again in life, because apologies, motherfuckers don't be satisfied with apologies. They be like, oh, well, yeah, I don't know if you really sorry. Well, fucking bitch, I'm not sorry. How about that? So I don't do the apologies anymore. I don't do the big long powwows. Like, either get the fuck over it, let's talk about it, get over it, or not. Like, if you don't want to get over it, that's fine too. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, so I don't know that I need a person to demonstrate all of these things. I just know, like, well, when it comes to certain things, bitch, you wishy-washy. I don't know if I can depend on you, but I know that. So I'm not going to put myself in a situation where now I look like an asshole because I invited your wishy-washy ass and you lying, talk about you not coming.
Every episode, Ty has been apologizing to bitches. Every episode. The first one, she was apologizing to the daughter and the mom that she was both fucking. Then she started pissing off Eva and was, kicked her out her office. They had issues when they went.
She was wrong. Yeah, she was wrong for that.
So it's like, this is the third time that you have now done something out of emotions because you have a low emotional intelligence. You need to work on that. And us getting engaged is not going to change.
Yeah, I think the
3 times in 5 months. It's not like it's 3 times.
The engagement was over the top. They should have just got back together.
Yeah, them getting engaged was a lot. It was a lot. Like,
Ty's not ready for no damn marriage.
Not ready. She's just.
But what is a marriage? A marriage isn't some big thing to be ready for.
You know what? You're right, Reese. Why are you talking?
You want to be with somebody or you don't want to be with somebody?
Listen, you the pastor, girl. Go on and preach real quick.
You're being so honest because I was getting the same advice before we got on the phone.
No, because people be like, oh my God, marriage. What the fuck is you going to demonstrate? You're going to demonstrate the same shit that you demonstrate not married, right?
Yeah.
No. Yes or no. Erica, you there?
Yay!
Turn the TV on.
What you talking about with Ty? What you feeling?
When I tell you, it was literally trying to TV off. Like, wait, what happened?
Okay, we need a little bit more sound now. It's a little muffled.
Oh God, y'all know what? Blessed Jesus. This is why you need a service.
It don't sound like you on your earpads.
I think it's. Are you like? It might be coming through.
Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
Right, there we go.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Y'all know sometimes.
Trucking cowboy was ready to set this bitch off. He said, "Why her sound off?"
Get into it. You know, when the church service, sometimes we got to get the audio together. You know that.
Yeah, no, that's right. Well, you are the minister of music. Remember that. The minister of music.
I'm ears. We are together. What I was gonna say about Ty though was not having smoke for her. So no, I didn't have smoke for Ty. I was saying like what I was saying around Ty was that this was kind of like rushing to a finish line. So I felt like what they were trying to do, because remember, like all of this that we saw in Ty was like at the end of season 6, where, okay, I got to get it together. I'm rushing to try to reconcile. So to me, it's like we almost saw a truncated emotional maturation in its beginning stages to happen at the end of season 6. So I would say with Ty, even though we did not see her reconciling with her parents, I think not reconciling, but her actually coming out to her parents. I think that with the way that they brought the season along in that small period of time, and with the relationship with she and Eva, would give, I think they were trying to give the audience the idea that, hey, she's at a place where she feels very comfortable in doing this, and this is something that she will in fact do. So that was my feeling around Ty.
Yeah. I mean, I think they could have added one scene of her being in a therapist's office. I think that would have made me feel a little bit better, because it was never any actual look at her healing herself. You know,
but she did the therapy last season. Remember, they all went to the same therapist. That was season 2.
Terrible, because she didn't ran out on her girlfriend and the girlfriend mama. So ain't nothing clearly working with that therapy.
Wait, are you confusing Harlem with Run the World? Because Run the World is when they was all going to the same therapy.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Maybe you're right. But she was going through self-discovery. Now Ty was going through self-discovery season 3 because she had the girl. Remember, she was staying with a girl with her friends, and they had a perfect relationship. And all that shit. She was thinking about freezing her eggs and stuff. So I feel like Ty went through self-discovery, but players fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Players
like she
do fuck up, and it don't have to be that big of a deal to everybody. Reese, I'm with you.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm rocking with you.
You just need somebody, like sometimes, like I feel like people make everything so big. Like everything ain't always so big.
With Ty, I would say it's a big thing. You have not talked to your parents in 15 years.
But her parents might be fucking assholes. Why haven't the parents reached out to her?
They may be assholes. You absolutely
10 years and 8 months.
The husband was a fucking asshole. He came, shot up, popped up, talking about, bitch, I want half.
Yes.
Look, my baby can't get up one morning and leave breakfast, and I don't see them for 10 years. That ain't happening.
That's
that ain't happening.
We cannot act like that is not taking some mental trauma for her.
No, she's definitely traumatized, and she has
She needs help. She needs help.
And there's a part of me that honestly, like, if you can cut your parents off like that, then I don't know how safe and secure I would feel. Like, damn, it was that easy for you to just walk the fuck out and be like, bye, bitches.
Yes.
But as the same,
she didn't say that she had a conversation with her parents. They said some homophobic, bullshit to her, and then she left. She didn't talk to them at all about her being gay. She never gave them a chance.
But to be fair, Eva did say before they get married, this shit got to be resolved. So I feel like that's a good little, like, okay, well, we'll see how this works. I feel like, I think people put too much on being engaged. You put too much on being married. Like, I mean, I feel like
you just got to deal with one good nigga with parental issues.
I know. I have those issues. I have good
in-laws. One good one with them parent problems.
Well, I will say I did my criteria before I got with my now husband was I was like, I need a man that don't have parent issues. Mm-hmm. And they was like, are you sure you think you're not gonna die alone because you want to date a black man, right? And I was like, yes, and I will die alone before I deal with that shit. And guess what? I got lucky. I got blessed. But I understand why people wouldn't want to deal with that. But I'm also just saying that I think it's different when you have coming in the closet, out the closet, homophobic, just because then that's an identity issue. That's not like, oh, my mama, she didn't let me go to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. That's not them kind of fucking issues. Or my mama was on crack issues. Like, that's like, this is who I am and they don't accept me. So I'm not saying that's not a deficiency. I'm just saying that I kind of feel like Eva got it a little under control. A little bit.
I don't know. It seems like a disaster to me, but
yeah,
I never know.
Good luck.
seem like a walking disaster.
Good luck trying to
well,
fix
all these relationships are walking disasters, but I kind of love that they're not trying to portray perfection as like the aspiration, because that's not realistic. Like nobody's relationship is perfect. You know, the what works for me in my marriage, some people be like, what? You know, like you guys don't argue, you guys don't, if you guys are pissed off, you guys don't have a conversation and then it's like, no, we just get over it. So everything don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but that's okay. They don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Your mate don't have to be perfect. Your relationship don't have to be perfect. It's just whatever works for those two people. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to argue with you. Of all people. I would lose.
I don't even like to argue. I know that's crazy, but I don't like to argue. Not in my home. My home is my peace.
Yeah, nah. I'll argue on the internet with y'all motherfuckers though. I will have a good time.
I don't even argue with bitches on the internet. I'll be like, block, fuck off. Okay, so anyway, all right, so we've covered them enough. So the last thing is Frederick Douglass. Now, S. Murphy said earlier, I didn't pin it. They said, I knew Frederick Douglass and Angie wasn't gonna work out. I was trying to give Frederick Douglass the benefit of the doubt, but he showed his whole ass and showed why y'all was 100% correct in not fucking with his ass.
Nope. He was terrible, y'all. He was terrible the way he came at her. He had this idea that she was going to be, that he could mold her into what he wanted and what he expected. And he thought, I really believe he thought all this that she was doing was just a character. I don't think he really believed that's who she truly was. And so when it came down to her having to choose her or him, Gumby.
Gumby. What?
Gumby is a row
season. I got my Frederick Douglass going.
Well, Gumby did have a little hype right here. Is that why he's tiny? Is that why it's Gumby? Because he had a little hype right here.
Gumby head went like this. I love me a good claymation.
Good job, Chinese. You did that. Golly. Okay, Gumby thought,
oh Lord,
how to be his wife, because he really wanted he wants that traditional stay at home.
Chinese confirms. Yes,
I feel like he wants a white lady.
You know what he was given in the theme of Black movies, culture movies? He was given Soul Glow. The Prince of Soul Glow.
Oh, you talking about Coming to America? Yeah, You think so?
Yeah, where he just wanted him a nice little wife to tend to him. She don't got to work no more. You don't need your daddy's job. Let them go do him. Just take take this check. And
I think married. Like Kanisha says he wanted her to shrink. He was clear about that. Is there something to be said? And I'm not going to trigger nobody. I think there's something to be said about men who see big personalities, bitches who are free and who love themselves and are not comporting themselves to the standards of respectability politics or whatever the situation may be, and saying like, I want that, but I want to wreck that shit. I want to control it. I want to bottle it up, and I want to feel like I'm the one who can tame that.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's a challenge for people where they don't seek to embrace and celebrate and be like, oh, this is exciting. And this is what I've been missing. It's like, that is exciting and it is what they've been missing, but it's also the conqueror part of it where it's like, that was what brought me in, but I won't feel like I've accomplished what I want to accomplish until I beat that shit out of you. Not literally, but figuratively.
Yeah, it's giving plantation season, master, and adopting that type of mentality. And there's something very, and unhinged is not even the right word. There's that brain chemistry is not aligned with actually respecting the humanity of another person that you want to be in covenant with. There's nothing respectful about that.
Yes. Because imagine how worse things were going to get once they got married.
Oh my God.
She was going to be living in a beautiful jail cell. That man was going to change any and everything about her. So yes, I saw it coming from a mile away, and then it was all fun and games, and oh, she got rescued. She's gonna get put in her ivory tower and her Prince Charming. No.
It's like Rapunzel, bitch. You like you said, you in the ivory tower, bitch. Give me free, give us free. The fuck
but the thing is, he was mentally trying to break her down first.
Yes,
and that's
Season called that. She was like, he is controlling.
Yeah,
y'all did say that. Y'all did say that. Y'all trying to get a benefit of the doubt, but y'all called it.
And I'm so happy, and I was clapping when she called him out on right then and there about how he was talking in front of that director,
Malcolm Lee.
This is the thing. You always hear like you don't correct your significant other in front of people. You wait, do it in private. We need to call this shit out right now because one, I don't want to forget any details. I want to do it while it's fresh. We don't do it in front of people. I can pull you to the side and have a conversation, but she was 1,000% right for putting him in his place. This is my night. How dare you talk to me and just try to like make me just into your fiance. That's all I am. Right? I'm nothing.
And my girl.
Right? And then I'm standing in front of this acclaimed director that I've clearly been following and I want to work with. And you have the audacity to do this. I'm glad she called him out. And honestly, good for her for giving that ring back.
Yes, absolutely. I love this. As Murphy says, you won't break my soul. Yes.
Yeah. Good.
I think that maybe he thought that, because sometimes people think that you play pimping. Sometimes people think that, oh, this big personality, this self-confidence, this self-esteem, this assurance that you have is just an act because they're unaccustomed to bitches who really do love themselves and are free. And so they feel like, oh, because you living on your friend couch because you haven't made it. So I know that you can't really be standing firm in this esteem that you have for yourself and this confidence that you have for yourself. And so they feel like, oh, okay, that's just cute, but we know the real. When I throw my black card at you, when I throw this penthouse at you, whatever situation may be, you gonna fold like a damn folding chair. And Angie showed like, no, because all that shit don't make me. It's here that makes me. And then she has a mama. Let's not forget that, who supports her. She has a family. Remember, that was the big episode of Angie's family who really embraces her. So she's not coming from a place of I'm playing like a free black woman. I am that chick. And it's not a man that's going to come in here and wave anything in front of me and change that. And I love that because I feel like it's so important to show people we ain't playing about ourselves. We ain't playing about who we are.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I'm glad that they underscored that, particularly with a beautiful, voluptuous black woman at that who's darker complected. I'm glad that they, number one, like you said, to your point, Reese, we had that whole episode where we all were just like, oh, wow, this is Angie's family. We got to meet her mother, see the mannerisms of her mother, her cousins, brothers, all of this. So we know the power structure that she was actually saturated and raised in and that she's still very well connected to. So coming from this fool who is not connected to his family, Gumby, connected to his family. The only business he's standing in is on that Amex card. Like, this is what gives
he had nothing. He had nothing to offer this woman.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And she was like, nah, and that does you can't slide that through my cheeks, honey, and think that that's the transaction that's going to make me bend to be who you want me to be. That's not what's happening here. And I love that they showed that through that specific character. especially.
Yeah.
And can we just give a hand to Sherry Shepherd being a perfect casting for her?
I love her. Please go with that scene. I absolutely love that.
Love her. She's also plays a mom on Max's Sex Life of College Girls.
She does.
Okay, I haven't seen
she
that.
Does.
She's so cute on that show too. Like I love Sherry Shepherd. So seeing her play Angie's mom, it was like, oh, you can see where Angie gets it from. Like you cannot break her confidence because Sherry Shepherd, that's her mama.
Yeah.
For sure. Leave her alone. She's it. She's who she wants to be. Period.
Yeah.
So,
she's who she wants to be. Ooh.
That's so powerful.
Why they be so mad at us when we what we want to be?
Because we've been the wet nurses for this country. So that's what they want us to be. And we're not going, that's not who we are.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not going back. We are not going back. Okay. Sorry.
We're not gonna look like what we've been through either, bitches.
No.
Talk about it.
So I mean, I feel like this was beautiful. That
was a perfect storyline to end on, as by the way.
I know, right? I didn't plan it that way, but that's great. I love us loving ourselves. I love us loving our friends, our tribe, our community, and standing on business and it always shocks people. It's hundreds of years of standing on business and showing you better than we can tell you. And people are perpetually shocked by our capacity to love ourselves, stand on business, be a shining light and a support in the community and the village for those around us unapologetically.
Yeah.
We listen, we don't judge.
Yeah.
And even if we do judge, bitch, we get on board when you still fucking up. And so I absolutely love what Harlem brought at such a perfect time. I'm so sad that it was six episodes, but they did what they needed to do in six.
They did what needs to be done.
To wrap this up in 6 episodes was an extraordinary feat, but I feel like they could have won another 5 seasons, 5 episodes, but they gave us a whole story where we started and where we ended, and we get to imagine a life that they've created. Camille and Ian with Harlem. We get to imagine Quinn with maybe she has her baby on her own, or maybe she finds her Prince Charming because she's always
gonna get both,
or maybe Isabella.
Yeah, or Isabella. Maybe they get back together. I feel like for Quinn, she the fairy tale is right around the corner for her.
Yeah.
For Ty, I love that she has room to grow. I love that they didn't show her with the I know y'all not on her side, but I love that
season it, Ashley.
I know, but I like that they didn't wrap her up with the neat little bow. I'm grown, I've growth, I've experienced all the growth. I love that she still has work to do, but she can find love, because a lot of times people want to say that I have to be 100% before I even dip my toe.
Now I do agree with that.
And I feel
you
like
can work on yourself. You don't have to deprive yourself of love, but it's no one's job to fix you or usher you.
No one's job to fix you, but you can still grow and be a work in progress. I love that you can still be a work in progress, because they always want Black women to be either fucking broken and I need Captain Sava, like what Mike thought he was getting with Angie, but he did not know it. Or they want you to be perfect, wrapped up in a bow with the box, with the little bow on top. And we ain't got to be in either boat. We can be on the spectrum of healing, of loving and living and growing. And I love that. Yeah. So I just thought it was just a beautiful way of showcasing the range of Black womanhood and sisterhood in a time where if you turn on the news, it's nothing but trying to dehumanize us and saying that DEI. But you know, we write our own stories and we're living our lives just like those ladies on that screen. So I just want to salute Jerry Johnson and Megan Good and Shaniqua Shonday and Grace Byers, and Gail Bean, who was a new addition this season. Ladies, last final words for the ladies of Harlem.
I'll start and say thank you. This has been not only a great show to recap, but it's also been great doing it with my girls. It
I
just makes for really,
know.
really great conversation, hearing all of the different perspectives, and
Mm,
then engaging with you all that choose to spend this time with us. So,
yeah.
this is a great Valentine's Day gift, I think,
Yes.
for all of us. And then just really kind of highlighting what it means to be in a Black sisterhood, that it looks many different ways. So, that was my takeaway.
I
Absolutely.
love that.
Yeah.
Ashley.
I can go. Well, first of all, I just love y'all so much. I enjoy just coming on here and cackling with y'all and dragging these characters and just analyzing, what Black women be going through. This is so, it feels like such a great safe space to have genuine, open dialogue about TV and how it coexists with reality. And
Mm-hmm.
this is just a great platform. So, Reese, I want to thank you for just bringing us together and really giving us a chance to just, shoot the shit with our homegirls, and have people watching and interacting with us. It's just so much fun. In Harlem, even though I really feel like Ty's storyline just could have been ended a lot better, a lot differently, I would say that, this show gave what it gave. It gave what it needed to give. It really did not feel like a rushed 6 episodes, which I
No. Yeah.
didn't feel like they rushed the storyline. It didn't feel like they added on, something to give us this big shock value of it and kind of hanging at the end. It really did wrap everything up the way I feel like it really should have. I'm just really excited to see what's next. Like, what's going to be the next show that replaces this missing void within television? Because we don't get a lot of these types of shows specifically tailored to talk about Black women in our stories. It always has some level of Black trauma tied to it, somebody's son getting shot, or some Black mama crying somewhere. It really felt like y'all really see us and y'all giving us what y'all be these white women when it comes to shows. Just a delusion. You let us go into a fantasy world of what could be in another universe. So I really hope that there's another show that we can come on that's not produced by fucking Tyler Perry, that has good hair, good clothes, good dialogue, beautiful ass women.
Yeah.
Different storylines, because we are not one. We are all different, and we all have different experiences. So the fact that we're able to sit and kind of dissect this with such a broad lens, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So yeah, I can't wait. What we gonna do next, y'all?
Well, I think to your point, like, as Black women we don't stop having experiences, we don't stop living life, but we do have these start and stops with having shows that represent our experiences in any capacity.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that Queen Sugar necessarily represented as wide of a range of our experiences as like Harlem did, but it still was a show that we can identify with as Black people. So I don't know. I mean, we did talk about doing White Lotus, but that's not a Black show. So
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, season.
I mean, I just enjoyed myself putting on my analytical hat, using my own life experiences, and I just like being a fly on the wall. I mean, I love Black women so much. I love our community, our sisterhood, my friends. So just feeling like I'm watching another group of women kind of evolve. Yeah. It's really cool. Like, it's cool. Even if it's fictional, that there very well may be a group of women going through all these similar things. So yeah, just doing my auntie job, seeing what the youngins is up to and telling them, girl, don't do that. Get rid of him in that Bay Gang. Somebody is listening. So I'm just doing my job. I'm watching, observing, and handing down what little wisdom or observation I have. But yep, it's always good linking up with you guys. Can't wait till the next recap.
Now somebody help me with the auntie thing. Now what's this?
Oh, that just mean clock it. That's like
clock
very.
Oh yeah, clock it.
Okay, clock it. Okay.
Like
Because I've been seeing it.
say that.
Like if you like say if you're at if you
my mama this, and she did it in church. I'm so proud of her.
So wait,
like if you at you could go this way, you can go this way. It's just
like this. Okay, like clock it.
Yeah, I do it like if somebody say like
some people be like,
what was that you said, Reese? You ain't gotta always talk about shit. You ain't gotta always.
And I was like, you bitch.
I was like, yeah, girl, you said that.
Okay. Everything ain't that big of a deal.
I've been wanting to ask that. Like,
hey, you gonna see on Reese next video? She gonna be in there talking about fuck you, Donald Trump.
No, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna be clock it.
Now I do believe it does come from the kids, from the
LGBTQ8. You know, we make it cool around here, okay?
Well, so, but yes. If you in a meeting and somebody says, and they won't even know, you can do it around all the way for them.
Do the kids do it like?
But if it's another black girl up in there, she know what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah. But I feel like I learned something because I'm like, okay, I've been seeing this, but I'm like, because
that means that light bulb is going. Like you just tinkering that little light bulb, like girl.
I do this, but this is cute.
I do. I like doing this.
Yeah. Okay.
Angel Reese, y'all not thinking.
No, I like the Angel Reese.
Yeah, that's what I do. I like that one too. Like y'all hate.
I just want to say this was a really good church service. I normally don't eat, but I just.
Girl, I'm gonna go get me some chips as soon as this time is over.
Somebody grandma just handed you a piece of candy in church. That's all that is.
Baby. No, it used to be people. I have been to church where people be straight up eating. So I felt like it was very appropriate since we did have a service for me to just really embrace it all.
Embrace it all. Fashion. You need a
period.
Period. Don't take us
somebody unhinged in the service, just eating. So bless
be
it.
Hungry. We be at church all day.
Bless it.
Yeah, we were on here for a minute. So I appreciate everybody for the wonderful conversation. It's been fun. And I felt like it just came and went too fast. So we'll find something. We'll talk about it. We said White Lotus, but I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
We need something a little blacker than that. We need something
blacker. I'm a fight for it. We have to do Reasonable Doubt. It is such a good show. When it comes back,
I love it.
Yeah. Yes, when we come back, but I don't know. I feel like White Lotus could be fun though, because I feel like we could really rip people apart. Because we gonna show grace to the black girls, but White Lotus is unhinged. But
let's go for it. We'll
see. We'll TBD. Okay. We'll let y'all know what we decide. But Erica's Evolve Savvy Masterclass starts on the 16th. So if we do White Lotus, it'll be the second week, and we'll do episodes 1 and 2. If we do it, we'll let y'all know. Sign up. I put the link for Erica's masterclass. It's free to sign up. It's amazing. It's what we all need. Tools of working through the chaos. EvolveSavvy.com. Follow Erica's YouTube channel. You got it. Okay. Follow Erica's YouTube channel, thereframebrain.com. Erica Savage on social medias and The Reframe Brain on TikTok. Ashley, tell folks how they can get their notary needs met, home girl.
Yes, you guys can find me on autographedbyash.com, or you can find me on all your socials, Autographed by Ash. You have any notary needs, doesn't matter if we're in the same state or not, I can do it remotely for you. It has been such a pleasure, Reese. Thank you so much, girl.
Thank you, Season. How can folks follow you on social media, honey?
Lil C's, LILSEAZ. On Instagram, and I'm trying to get my threads popping.
You gonna get on threads?
Threads. I want to see what it do.
Yeah, I feel like threads is picking up a little bit. I'm on Blue Sky too. Threads. I'm on everything. Blue Sky is like a liberal Twitter, but so it's not like Twitter. Every ad is MAGA. There's too many KKK people on there. I don't like it anymore. But I do have numbers, so I'm keeping it on there just for my numbers. But I don't really fuck with Twitter like that. But y'all, we have enjoyed you all's interactions, presence, and I've enjoyed being in community with you all, as we always are, because we talk all the time. Yeah. So y'all go check me and Erica on the Recent Harper Show on Saturdays. Check out Erica on her masterclass. which you can sign up for evolvesavvy.com. And then we'll be back in a couple of weeks. Okay. We'll figure it out. We'll let y'all know. If you subscribe to this channel, then you will find it out. Oh, you got one more thing?
No, I was just saying 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'll be back in 2 weeks. So next week, meet us on Erica Savage's Evolve Savvy Masterclass. Okay. And then 2 weeks, we're going to come back and we'll have some new shit for y'all. Okay.
Bet.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Sweet Home says, blow the whistle. Go on, Jalen. That's right. Fly.
Yeah. Listen, you got to close us out. Pastor, co-pastor, co-pastor. Yeah, you got to close us out.
I don't know if I can channel that magic again. Can I? I don't know. I got a little carried away. Okay. I don't know if I can channel.
Watch between me and thee while we're absent, one from another. Bless you all. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Going up yonder.
Going up yonder.
To be with my love.
R.I.P. Harlem. We love you.
Going up beyond.